This.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know you were talking to us.
Yeah. I definitely was. Okay.
Anyway, don't worry about it. Fuck's sake.
Okay. Well, whatever. You're all a bunch of dickheads. This is going to be 7. Oh, fuck off, Ross. This is going to be 7 Days to Die, I believe, part 24. OBS is still broken and doesn't capture properly. So I'm going to do a center capture on this, and I'm going to get the I'm gonna get the real fancy dynamic lighting filter out. And I think we're just gonna rock to the top here.
You can fucking hear everybody else talking, aka me at this point, boys. Fuck's sake. How to represent for the crew here.
What, the blackout crew?
I'm not lying. You fucking put a banging donkey, you prick! What? Good on, right. Maybe what I play 7 days, I'm just making sure your sound's alright. Try to help you here. Try to be a G. Try to be like an elder bra. Making sure the younger bra's shit is sorted.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
So, my nephew got diamond for the first time on Minecraft and I'm happy. He was so happy the whole time, he just didn't even care if it was You know what we want? I'm just here for 5 minutes. But I'm thinking the physical TV function after 10 minutes, and then I'll go to my bed and wonder why I can't sleep.
What is the new doing, Babaj?
Big Showbiz!
There we go.
Big Showbiz Maximus.
She's giving the ferret the business. And while this loads in, I'm gonna make a fresh cuppa.
Boys fucking drinking coffee all night. What? Right, here we go. Big Roscoe. Right, just have to commentate on the stream, boys. Apologies. You have to deal with me. We have the crew here. Nobody's talking. Fucking. We have a few bots here. Chef Traditionology, guys. It's especially a super bot. Yes. Need to be careful with him. Super bot. He's loaded in. He's not even there. He's loaded in. It's just zero care for the character in the game. Unfortunate. Fuck's sake. I don't even know. I don't give a fuck if you're an adult or no. Get the
Oh
fuck
my God,
here.
Christ! Holy fuck! This man just keeps talking. I don't even know who the fuck he is.
What did you fuck's sake? Especially in the name. You know who I'm on? Fucking bot.
Yeah, whatever. I'm clearing shit. Very nice.
You shite. This is the way you're supposed to be.
Nah, Shelby and I were group clearing a building. Oh shit,
Hey, Shelby.
doorknob's sick.
I told you that for me then. Last couple of, I missed last week, man, but at the same time, I'm not feeling 7 days anymore. But no, it's not bad, man. I'm just take these fucking things that I just don't enjoy.
Airdrop. Wonder if I can shoot the plane. Oh, cool. There's an airdrop nearby.
Ben, did you ever watch American football? baseball.
Have I ever watched what?
American football. No, American handshake. Sorry.
I don't think I have.
No?
No, I don't think I have.
Somebody watched that fucking call again. The one with the you have like the diamond.
In this game, is radiation sickness a thing? I have like this radiation symbol, and it just like keeps getting.
You have an infection.
Yeah, you're infected. You need antibiotics.
What?
Antibiotics.
Okay, do we have those?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Yes, we have those.
We have plenty of them.
Oh yeah, I forgot I'd be out
this?
here with all this shit.
What's this sport you guys play? It's like, so you play like a diamond, right? And,
Baseball. I believe you might call it rounders.
No, rounders is just like a fucking joke ass version of baseball. But so, right. From what I understand, it's like unwritten rules of baseball. Am I correct on this one, or is this just a?
There's a lot of unwritten rules in baseball. Like
I will just be the first to say, unwritten rules in baseball are a fucking joke. Unwritten rules in baseball is like a case of, we don't like getting fucking smashed 13-3, so you just need to give us a fucking strike. What? Pardon? It's just like, how the fucking boss am I here, boys? No!
To be fair though, it is awful to watch like a fucking absolute blowout of a baseball game 90% of the time.
How about this? Don't be fucking shit.
Yeah.
Simple as.
I mean, sometimes it's really out of the control.
Right. See when you have a fucking breakout star like Fernando Tatis Jr. getting fucking scolded by his team and his coach because he just decides, I'm gonna hit a grand slam.
My
right
man,
now and
Shooter.
become
What's
leading the
going
world
on,
fucking
handsome?
winner in my entire league. Now that's fire, man.
Ooh,
No,
that
no.
Resident Evil, the OG? You on that OG?
That's what's fucking classy. Sorry. I just realised you pay respects for Big Shelby to join the chat. So
Yeah, now you gotta behave, dog.
I'm just showing respect to the premier level 2 bot smasher, no the top tier bot smasher.
Yo,
right?
there's just something
Big Shelby
special
knows-
about the original.
fuck's sake.
I hope
Big
you
Shelby-
enjoyed it. The remake is also pretty fabulous. Don't mind me just pumping rounds.
I've seen your promotion and stuff like that. Congratulations. I've not really been talking much of Discord because I'm an arsehole. I'm an arsehole. I just read what happens and I just like, oh, right, cool, right, good for them, and then just move on. I don't say anything like that.
Dog has bones. Dog has bones.
Right. I'm trying to get Ben to shout the bot, but he won't shout it. I'm like, fuck's sake, man.
I'm still trying to.
Yeah, dude, sometimes I get zombies in my bathroom. It's weird. It's kind of like that zombies ate my neighbors thing, but like zombies in my shitter.
To just AoE every zombie in a 10-mile radius. What?
But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying the remake.
No, I did play last week either, but I'm not gonna play this week either. Probably, I'm just not feeling it.
Yeah, I definitely understand that. Like, especially as we game more and more and technology catches up and we can have things like voice acting and mocap and all sorts of stuff that like we're super used to now. Like, don't get me wrong, I do have a soft spot in my heart for many retro games, but there are definitely some games that the remakes are fantastic. Like, don't get me wrong, like the big one for the RPG community is the Final Fantasy VII remake. Like, yeah, it's not exactly the same as the original, but I think it does a great job starting to fill in a lot of the gaps. Yeah, the 90s, like the 90s jank is cool. They actually just found a fresh skip for for 7R, and it's a game changer. But yeah, there's a whole lot of jank. Zombies clogged my toilet, something like that. But yeah, I've learned to be okay with nostalgia as well as you know, looking that, hey, we have such incredible technology this day and age. Like, it's mind-blowing what we're capable of doing with computers.
Bot Smasher extraordinaire, fucking rank 2, is still getting a party invite. We need to get a fucking...
Party invites are out.
There you go. You just... As soon as you say that, he's like, nope, we're not going to follow this one. No, this is a fight I will lose.
Oh, I'm still dead, apparently.
So, wait, why are you dead? You died in bots?
I forget what happened.
The question still stands. Did you die in bots?
I think there's such incredibly crazy good opportunities with remakes. Like, I think there's so much potentially cool shit that can be done. So I'm always excited to see what kind of craziness goes on and who tries what, you know? I mean, look at the Demon's Souls remake. That was fabulous. I'm also one of the holdouts that maybe eventually we'll see something Dragoon return. Not holding my breath, but, you know, always open to the opportunity. Yep, and I think that's the cool thing as well, especially with the rise of like very easily accessible programs like you know, like Unity and Blender. Like there's the, not to sound like a dickhead, but the learning curve to just being able to create, like, say, like, fuck it, dude, I want to make like the first hour of like blah 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 game. Like, it's not that difficult. You don't have to learn assembly and like all these crazy languages and shit. It's just, it's there. You going out to get that supply drop, Bubba? All right, I might take a gander over there. It's it's like 400 meters to the basically due north.
There's nothing on my map that says anything about that.
I have stuff you guys up. Enjoy your 7 days to die. I will maybe play tomorrow but my GPU.
Yeah. The other thing is assets and people learning to more effectively like pull data from ROMs goes a very, very, very long way. And looping back around to Phobos, I am a lizard person. My poops don't stink due to my sheer efficiency of living, or something like that. It's that time. Alright, scrap. Bless you, Freya.
Oh!
To be honest, same.
Okay, what the hell? It's good to see that, you know, I joined the Discord now, it's just, I'm top of the fucking Discord now because it's the bot smasher. Yeah.
Dude, I got all the big sneezes.
I joined it thinking like, I'll be in the middle again, and I just looked at it like, wait, why am I above everybody? What? Oh, bot smasher.
I'm so ready for this delicious tea, though.
But then everybody gets what I'm about now because I just type that in and put right, change my nickname from Ross to Boss and back and forth to Bot Smasher back and forth. Because now I don't have to fucking sit and explain
Going.
why bots are
Doink.
bots. They're too busy fucking smashing them.
But yeah, I'm Kios. I do a lot of speed running for the most part.
Oh, shade.
I am the pusher for Final Fantasy 15's world record.
What?
Yeah, what else do? I do all sorts of stuff. We just submitted a bunch of games to GDQ. We'll hopefully hear back about that by the end of the month.
Okay, this. What do we
What other shit I be on? I be on all that shit.
We're on a hooker zombie.
Bubba, I'm gonna go tackle that supply drop really quick. I'll be back.
Yeah, I still don't see it at all.
Really? You don't see it on your mini map? It should be marked.
No, I don't.
Maybe it's because we're not party.
Exactly.
But yeah, I'm completely blown away by some of the amazing ideas and concepts that are out. Like there's I don't know if you remember like part of the like the big PS5 reveal. There was a game called Stray that came out, or you know they were showing like demos of, and it just looks so incredible, and like it's such a unique concept. Games like this, fucking love games. Fucking love survival, co-op, strategy.
Either way, be safe.
Y'all should be quiet as shit. What's going on? Oh shit.
Everybody just intimidated because I actually keep talking.
I thought people were talking and I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
Everybody just sit like, can we just like...
I found a fucking mountain lion.
Fuck shit.
I just want everyone to know that mountain lions have bones.
I just want everybody to know that mountain lions are bots. Sorry. Bots, that's why. Why you're here. Bots. No bones. Bots.
I am excited to see what happens with the next update of this game, though. I think there could be some really cool stuff done with it. Especially, like, how it's procedurally generated and such.
You've been the bot getting smashed, apparently. For what I fucking heard. Right. Come on, fucking... Don't me sit beside that, right? Just tell everybody you're smashing bots and move on. Everybody will please you. They don't fucking pop back to you. Anyway, have fun with yourself this day and we're drunk. To the point where I can't even fucking see straight anymore. We're drinking vodka. I might end up on 7 days time to see that. If I do, I'll just shout it then.
You know, like, well, isn't it like 4 a.m. until
7 a.m.
be awake?
Well, it's always, but every time we play 7 Days to Die, Shelby, it's always like fucking 6, 7 a.m. for me anyway, so.
I don't even know why I'm playing this right now, let alone 7
Well, you probably just get your fresh stuff with Ben.
I'm in some weird underwater section.
Why you underwater? Why you trying to play like this is fucking Final Fantasy 10 and you're like Yuna trying to swim through?
I don't know,
Like-
but this is rather interesting. I've never, like...
They realize you guys swim because you're doing the entity fucking research changes of water for things, master change. Hey! Nice one, you smash up. Ah, there we go. Anyway, good hopefully when he get those up. Alright, check it out. Alright.
Oh yeah. Yeah, this is weird.
Bruh, 4 cans of dog food.
Bro, Carrie Palmer, the dog food wizard.
4 cans of dog food. Hell yeah. I'm tired of it, man. I'm just tuckered out.
Pretty good as well.
Y'all
In the attic,
fucking.
in a bathtub?
Like a solid, you know.
Y'all cowards don't even.
No, not usually. I don't. That's correct.
I will admit right now I am a habitual over-reloader.
Oh, literally always. Literally always, dude. I fire 5 bullets, I'm reloading. Like,
Oh yeah.
I am not like this in real life. Promise. I'm also horrendous at just like going for headshots. I'm a center of mass type fella.
Oh, tribe, guess what?
Well, what?
I finally got my fucking piece of sulfur.
Oh, nice. You got plans for that bad boy or what?
Huh?
You got plans for that bad boy or what?
Fucking, yeah, as soon as I can get their shit together.
I now have an excuse for being summoned into this world.
Not have anywhere to fucking put the shit in.
That was a demon joke. You suck.
Bones in a bathtub.
Ugh.
Yeah, sometimes bathtub do that,
Yeah, bathtubs sometimes have mad bones.
depending on what
Lee.
went down recently in that bathtub.
I don't know, there's a lot of guts.
Bathtub full of guts?
Briefcase full of guts.
Mm-hmm. I was going for the very, very obvious Metalocalypse angle on that one.
Yep, that was the name of the song.
Alright.
I
Now,
think that was the fan. No, that wasn't the fan song.
No, fan song was birthday.
Fan song. No, it was actually called fan song.
Yeah, it was fan song. I still think Birthday Death Day is one of my favorites.
That's just become my go-to now. Every time I see a birthday online, anybody. Yep.
Yep.
Getting death clocked.
Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. You know, it's one of those shows that if you don't like have like maybe like any sort of like mild base understanding of how stupid some musicians are, it kind of goes over your head and it feels very like, wow, this show's just like stupid humor.
Well, that's right. Like, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the last time I watched it, I like was old enough to enjoy it, but maybe not old enough to really understand the depth of it.
Yeah. Like that's part of the joy, is being like, haha, that's so funny. I know so many musicians like that. This is so true.
give that
Relevant.
back.
Like a bassist that fucking smells bad and wants to play the bass with his wiener instead of his, like, you know, any other useful part of his body. Yeah, that's pretty par for the course. I've been there. I've been associated with that musical act. Why do you ask?
Hell, I was that one.
Yeah, dude. Sometimes you just gotta swangle dangle on the ding dong bing bong. I am busy eating my canned rations. Oh yeah, I forgot I had all that fucking. I still got like ammo brewing back at the
Dude,
base.
there's so much fucking gas, dude.
Good.
Oh, I forgot about the gas. Holy shit.
Yeah, our fucking 300,000 gas we're making
Yeah,
or whatever,
that's a lot.
186,000 gas. Well, look, do you want to eat or not? Do you want our Lord and Savior Carrie Palmer, the fucking hero of the bone hostesses, to be able to provide us with his explosive defenses, or nay?
How did you wind up the hero of the bone hostesses?
I don't fucking know. It just kind of, you know, rolled off the tongue.
I think even Palmer was picking Shelby for it.
Pinging or pegging?
Pegging wasn't the right word, but pinging was.
I don't think pegging was the right word.
Well,
Otherwise, I have
before-
some very
before
serious
pegging-
questions that need
let's not
answering
rule
right
anything out.
now.
Recently,
What was the context?
until the word came to mean something different recently, it would have been the acceptable term in that
Hey, let's
phrase,
not
but-
rule anything out. I don't know what the context is.
I don't know, Palmer. Have you been pegging my wife?
Oh, no, not recently.
There we
No,
go.
not recent.
Oh,
Oh, thanks for the clarification on the timeline, Chief. I have so many questions. Most of them are anatomical, so I'll keep them to myself.
This guy.
That's good. It's a good strategy.
What do you want, Weasel? You hungry?
Does your poop sock have the
I was
hungers?
gonna say, isn't she always hungry?
Yeah, she is always hungry.
Damn,
She was
I'm not
sleeping.
gonna
She
lie.
alone.
I'm wishing I had a time charge right now.
I am about to punch this safe through a wall.
You're gonna
Blow it up.
butt punch the safe?
Butt punching this safe.
I don't have explosives on me. How am I supposed to blow something up? Breathe on it real heavy?
Time charge.
Yeah.
Did we miss the part that I said I don't have
Hey, yeah,
explosives on me?
This is
Well,
cute.
I mean, that's rough.
I know I did.
Ugh. Alexa, turn on bed
You
light.
can like hit it with your fist like 10,000 times.
I mean, if I'm
Is that
punching
how
bad, I
Tool
have
wrote
a
that
freaking
song,
auger.
10,000 Fists?
I don't know.
That was a different thing.
Oh. Is that related to Stink Fist?
Yeah, that's back to the pegging thing.
Really leaning into that.
Oh shit. How did this happen?
Whenever I hear, no, we're going back to pegging, and then I hear, oh shit, how did this happen? My butthole clenches a little bit.
No, I wound up behind the house. I don't know where all the mines are.
Oh no.
Look at the ground.
Back to oh no.
Look at the
Flying around
ground.
base?
Oh,
I
yeah.
was coming back to base and dropped it off, and I wound up behind it. I was like, oh.
In honor,
Yes,
in
the
honor
short
of the
answer, there
Formula
are-
One race tomorrow in Turkey, Carrie Palmer also decided to, violate the Geneva Conventions multiple times last Horde night. So yeah, we have basically what I'm referring to as mini Laos in the backyard. There's probably like 200 to 300 mines that are unexploded just sitting back there.
So
I mean, maybe
we're,
that was not to counter anything.
we're renaming Palmer Kissinger, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah,
That's a
I mean,
conservative estimate.
I was really hoping I could find someone who'd be willing to join me on like the EOD team, but if wishes were fishes.
Wait, you want to like clear them or something?
Yeah, I actually can't blow them up because they're mine.
Can you that's funny. Are you able to actually pick them up or no? Oh wait, you need a skill to do that, don't you?
There is a skill for picking up mines, but I think you can pick up your own anyway.
I don't give a shit because it's kind of funny, and I sent out party invites already, by the way.
Oh, okay. Send me another one. I wasn't.
There you go. Oh yeah, you weren't in the initial wave.
All this fucking.
Someone just went zooming past me. Was that you?
Babe, did you die or did you go home?
I went home.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Oh, Chad, I sent you a thing. By the way, that song does slap, by the
What's up?
way, Chief. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you. It's not done what you got, but yeah, thank you.
Yay! Yeah, I was like a little like way late to the response on that, but you know.
That's all good.
You know how it do be sometimes, because sometimes it really do in fact be that way.
Thing is, I've just been doing this stuff for me, so I'm not really, I'm not a ton hung up on, like,
Approval.
whether people listen to it, or...
Yeah.
Like, people have been enjoying it, so I've been showing it to people, but, you know.
I'm just waiting for your, like, debut with Knower.
I mean, I should actually have an album's worth of stuff done within, like, by the end of the month or so.
I'm not gonna lie, like, it really makes sense now that I've, like, started to get familiar with Knower's stuff, that Clowncore is definitely Sam and Louie.
100%. Yeah.
There's no other way I see that being a thing.
Knower is at their best live. They got a couple of really nice live sets that you can find on YouTube. I'm gonna look them up real quick because they're both really good, the two I watched. I think the one is like Jazz Fest Oslo or something like that.
I watched some of their, like, live sessions, like, in some dude's house.
Okay, so that's Lewis Cole, who's the,
The drummer.
Yeah, no, and all of his solo stuff is great. It's Jazz Open Stuttgart was the one, and that's another, like, super Lewis Cole focused one anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't really like the 2021 in their living room too much.
Guess what we have now?
A headache?
What do we have now?
We have a Barter 5 person.
Hey,
Nice.
there we go.
So I'm guessing the trader just closed 25 minutes ago.
Sure.
6 o'clock just seems like
I
a
thought they closed
time.
like 8 or something.
Oh, hey, I found all the zombos.
What you doing, Chad?
Oh, just fix some things. We lost some power lines when during last Horde night, and just kind of poking around and fixing those type of stuff.
You know, shit happened.
Yeah, no, not bothered by
Fixing,
it. It's something to do.
Fixing power lines with a the chainsaw. First time I've ever seen that.
Well, you know, I got to build a ladder to get up the pole, and once I'm done getting up the pole, I don't want the ladder there anymore. So, you know, chainsaw. Really satisfying, actually. Oh, fuck. Oh well. There we go. That lines to here. These lights are on. That's not connected.
Alright, where are you zombos going? Ah, okay, you've broken through the wall there. I see. This makes my exploration a lot easier. I have been blasting. Alright, I found the stairs. I went to the big shotgun Messiah at the edge of town. That dude didn't stand a fucking chance.
What are the panels? Are they just called solar panels?
No idea. Never seen them.
Okay.
Sorry.
Unfortunately, I have no answers.
Truly, we're taking people out.
This bird, however, definitely has fucking bones.
Actually, bones.
It might even have a fucking bone.
No, birds have cloacas. Unfortunately, I have knocked them all off of the entire ass building. So, that is of no use. Damn, dude. Get fucking one shot with a sniper rifle to the back of the dome. Oh, boy. Oh, yeah. I just encountered... I am pretty sure that some of these zombos are getting faster. And they are getting very faster.
Right here, look at this.
Off the
follow me
island,
there.
Mark.
Yeah, I'm nearby. I'm gonna go watch something.
What is occurring? What is this? Yeah,
Well,
Okay, there were no solar panels or solar banks as they're called here, but there was one cell, so I grabbed that.
sweet. Whee. That's good, guys.
oh, now the drop.
Yeah, airdrops are up to every day. Oh damn, I've muted the entire time. Anyway, I'm having a fucking hoedown out here. It's whew, it's certainly been a thing.
Paper. Dang.
I found literally all the zombies in the factory. But yeah, I've also, I think it might just be me, but I swear some of these zombies are faster than even the fast ones. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my slow and dulled reflexes. I have... Oh, that's right. I parked around the back. Big west side. Yo, there's a pig. Pigs have bones. I'm more than likely spraying the bones everywhere.
One of these days you're gonna come out.
Well, all this shit disappeared, really, so... Birds have bones. Birds have lots of bones. I mean, I got 10, so, like, be worse.
Better than 0 for a few minutes of work.
Yep.
Miss the teleport portals from Valheim.
Yeah, tell me about it. They were quite the fucking handiest. These fucking trees? Good, I need wood.
Do you increase the inventory slot space?
In Valheim?
No, in this game.
You can if you put pocket mods on your stuff.
Well, you're not really increasing like your space, just increasing how many unencumbered
how many you can
slots
carry.
you have. You can't really increase actual slots in this.
Yeah, I know. That's what I
Oh,
mean.
what were you? Oh,
Available
I'm sorry.
slots.
Yeah.
I heart slots. Any percent slots, which is the real Final Fantasy VII speedrun category.
Why did you just grab me, Pat? You scared the crap out of me.
No slots also starts with most of the same letters as no skill. Damn, I said it.
I don't know if that was Eric.
Oh, it is. Because the thing is, hoes will get mad. I mean, hoes are always mad, but it adds an additional layer. If Alec were here, he would probably not agree with me, and this would be like an hour-long debate over some arbitrary bullshit, as neither of us run the game. Has anyone heard from Dare Alec?
I have not.
Yeah, me either. I know he went to the fucking... He went to the Brewers game, didn't he? A couple days ago? Yesterday?
Maybe?
Yeah, he might still be recovering from that, because that's a hell of a lot of fun. Playoff baseball is super fun. So anyway, I started mining coal deposits in the fucking factory. Fuck you, lady.
I forgot this fucking caved in.
It's not a lot of coal, but it adds up, you know?
The coal?
Yeah. I'm trying to help.
You have a good amount.
Don't forget how quickly we're going through gunpowder and gas right now.
Yeah, I'm going through gunpowder like a motherfucker.
Oh, I'm
But I have a bunch of gunpowder being made by the stack.
Yeah, it's just gonna be so much easier that way, in all honesty. Because it is just more efficient, then I can break it down and fucking do what I need to do for ammo. And it's probably easier for you when it comes to actually building explosives.
Yeah, we got about 30 stacks, about 30,000 gunpowder being crafted right now.
Good. It's good amount to start with.
A while.
I have no idea where that dude came from, but that was very rude. A pretty effective clearance there. All right, let's try that again. I've noticed that the zombies also definitely are not as effective when they're missing most of their fucking face.
Limbs, or name a thing. Yeah, you ain't wrong.
Oh my god, dude. And maybe I am just fucking losing my edge. Some of these dudes be fast as fuck.
No, I think you're right. I think they are getting a little bit faster overall. I don't think you're imagining this. Okay. Yeah,
Because
that
I'm a
could be crazy,
speedrunner.
and
I can't
also-
exactly blame myself, can I?
Jesus.
RNG's gotta
Fucking-
be in the equation somewhere, right? I feel you.
God, this game sucks.
That fucking controller.
Ah, man. I dropped quite a few inputs on attempts tonight. It was not a great feel. That's a bird. Birds have bones. Birds also have feathers. I don't need feathers.
Is there any point to going up to the top of this, or am I just doing this for fun?
Birds, please. Oh, good. You've infected me too.
Good.
I am about to die. Had to use my first aid kit because these birds are fucking Dude, I literally just healed from a deep laceration.
Wow. All
Jesus
that repairing
Christ.
cowboy boots?
Yeah, I need to make more first aid bandages. Holy shit.
You know I have to try to get down. Everything else.
They're like the dumbest, most useless fucking enemies in the game, but they can like kill you and bleed damage.
Yeah. All them lacerations working on their side.
Oh my god, bird, fuck off. Birdemic?
Nice. I found bones and duct tape in that trash can.
Yo, that is like the
Game
best
movie.
trash can of all time.
I just remember a very good picture of, like, this woman in a phone booth surrounded by
That's a coyote or a dog or something. Those also have bones.
Damn. I was hoping that would give me
Ah, shit, there's a screamer in the house.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Nice.
so glad that zombie pathfinding is so stupid.
Yeah, that is pretty enjoyable.
It's just like, oh yeah, just beat yourself against that fence when, like, turn the corner, there's a way in.
Yeah, these ones at our house keep trying to run across where our drawbridge is, but because the drawbridge isn't down, they just stream into the moat and then they climb out and then try to run right back there again. It's pretty entertaining.
Amazing.
Also a reliant front door.
Denny Callis
There's
says
probably a couple
bones
I
are
can't see
fake.
from where I'm
They were
sitting.
invented by science to make us doubt the creation myth. True. I love you, Denny. I'm sorry Canada's having a rough time with the Ford family. Vaccine shedding or not having enough shungite in your butthole.
Oh, cool. I got plaster cast schematic.
There you go.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yo, what's up, Chris? Yeah, the cute noodle is cute. I wonder how much shungite I can shove in my asshole.
What?
Yeah, dude, to block the 5Gs.
Block the radio.
Yeah, I gotta block the
Oh,
radioactive
I wanna know,
5Gs.
I don't.
Yo, bro, like, don't laugh, but I got this awesome, like, fucking 5G blocker for my router, you know? To you know, prevent 5G radiation. It's weird, though. I feel like my router isn't, like, as good as it used to be, though.
Were you serious about don't laugh, or was that like a soft laugh? No, I know you're joking. I want to laugh.
The real reason Dr. Disrespect was banned on Twitch is because he told the truth about Shungite being able to protect you from 5G radiation. It's the only reason why they won't let him back on. He's not allowed to talk about it, because he told the truth.
Fucking excuse me? What the nonsense is that? Okay, thank you for filling me in on this.
Well,
I
Denny,
now remove myself from the conversation.
we're gonna try and get our booster rounds, maybe this coming week, which would be super dope, obviously. But also, it's the third chance with Pfizer. Maybe now I'll get better 5G reception, you know?
Going camping next weekend at Roughest and in an area that's very poor coverage, so I'd like better reception as well.
Yeah. It's not like I'm asking for anything special, you know?
That was fun and satisfying as hell.
Like farting into a tin can. Yeah.
Like, babe, can you see my screen right now? The shit's literally all shale.
Yo, let's go.
Bruh.
It's okay. Alex Jones is also, I think his, like, wife and kids yeeted him, basically.
Isn't he also losing, like, all of
Damn, they're strong. That was a bad joke.
Damn, you good, fucking star?
I got nailed by a zombie horde
Yeah.
after breaking a leg.
Oof.
Yeah, basically his wife decided to leave him and take the kids, and in the court hearings, his lawyer tried to say, oh no, like, all those things he was saying and doing on his show, like, that's just an act. And he responded with, no, that's not an act.
Yep,
This is all true.
I actually do kind of remember this.
Yep.
Well, at least now Alex Jones can't really fuck that.
True?
Eric Andre doesn't have a wife, though. That's, like, part of the joke.
I thought he was married to his already.
Nah, they dated for, like, 2 or 3 years. They broke up a little bit ago.
In fact, I think she's getting married soon.
Yeah, she is. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, he's actually invited to the wedding. Like, Eric Andre just seems like a funny dude to have at a fucking wedding. Even though, like, you know, the entire, like, you know, he'd, of course, be all fucked up and give a speech about how he used to rail Rosaria Dawson or something, like, ridiculous because he's Eric Andre, and it's just... Like,
apparently, like off camera, he doesn't act like that at all. That's just and he
Yeah,
even said that
so I've
growing up, he
heard.
was super shy, and so like this was sort of a just felt like he needed to do something when he was on camera, and then it just turned into that.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
There are
dude.
a lot of comedians.
Fucking
Like Amy Poehler and Tina Fey were both like that.
Alex Jones is about to become very, very poor, hopefully.
Yeah, after the lawsuits are settled.
Oh yeah. He is not going to have a great time with that. Trust. Oh well, you know what they say. Play stupid games, win stupid prizes. I swear to God, is this another bird? Oh, it's a snake. Oh, fuck, I shot it twice and it exploded. I got some tier 6 military pants coming back. I definitely need to get like an actual first aid kit in me. I just like, I still think the whole thing is ridiculous. Like, why would you? I don't know. Maybe it's just because like maybe I have like functioning brain cells or whatever, but like, how could you look at Alex Jones and just be like, you know what? This guy's fucking right.
Yeah, this is the guy. This is who I need to listen to. He has my best interests in mind. It's clearly a being of love and light, and you know, yeah. This dude lives with love in his heart. That's a role model.
Just like, no, he's Trad. You do not understand. The United States government is pumping chemicals into the water that is turning the freaking frogs gay.
It's unsanitary and it's immoral.
So the difficult part about that is the first half of that is true.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
All of this gets close enough where it's believable.
The story is actually related to like antidepressants being in like, you know, our water supply. Like there's trace amounts of like antidepressants. And
oh yeah, there's trace amounts of like all sorts of fucking
fluoride in the water
pharmaceuticals.
supply is a mind control. Like I don't know if you've
Calcifies your pineal gland.
The significant amount of antidepressants and stuff like that are making the frogs, you know, feel a lot better, which is making them, you know, there's an actual study was done that showed that the frogs actually, you know, started, you know, being gay all of a sudden. They were, instead of mating with females, because of the antidepressants, they were just mating with everybody, you know, free love, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean.
But yeah, that was kind of like the whole meme. I just looked into it once because somebody told me about that, and then about the gay bomb. He's like, it's just.
The excuse me.
Drop a gay bomb.
He thinks that we have a bomb that we can drop on people that will just make.
Yeah. He similar to the frog thing. He thought, you know, that we could harness the power of the gay frogs and use it to like turn whole, you know, groups, areas, and cities, and you know, gay. I guess I don't know.
I'm sorry.
How does that help us?
Hey, I don't know, man. Somebody was like, yo, go watch his gay bomb video. And I was like, a gay bomb in my mind is like, you know, something explodes and like glitter and like leather straps and shit fall out, you know?
It's like me on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, I don't know. That's, you know, I think of like RuPaul's Drag Race and like some, you know, some queens or something, but no, it wasn't. Unfortunately, it was not what it was.
I'm not gonna lie, babe. I'm still laughing at that fucking post that Casa put up earlier today.
Somebody didn't know that RuPaul was like the drag queen.
Oh yeah.
What?
I thought it was his twin. She was like, I thought the bald guy was her twin.
Dude, I was crying. Dude,
Wow.
as the kids would say, I was fucking hollering.
What did you think this was exactly?
Yeah, and he's so fucking funny too, man. I love that.
I love RuPaul.
I don't.
Yeah, you don't?
No. Oh, RuPaul's an oil baron.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
He's an oil magnate?
Yes.
No shit.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yes, he
mean,
is.
of the oil magnates that I know, he's probably the nicer one.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean anything to me. I know a lot of people who are wealthy.
Bill Cosby owns a bunch of oil fields.
Have you seen my? Yeah, great dude. You know.
Fucking, well, not so much.
Historically great guy, you know.
Jesus Christ.
But now yeah, I don't know if you guys have seen my stock market posts. Like the people that are involved in the stock market, oh my god, dude. Some of them are just like, some of the shit that they say on like my Twitter posts and stuff. I'm like, damn, dog. It's very funny because it's like, imagine like speed running, you know, trans, LGBTQ plus, you know, friendly environment, you know, the kind of, you know, the side of the spectrum speed running and that type of people is on. Well, like the stock market people are like the fucking farthest side of the other side of the spectrum.
Yeah,
Like,
I've noticed that. Anytime you post something, there's always some dude that really has to express his really honestly awful opinion on shit.
Dude, 100% of the time, every time.
Yeah, it's
Every
like,
time.
bro, this wasn't even actually like a question, but I mean, go off, I guess.
Yeah, dude, they be just wiling out. That's why it's funny sometimes when I ask questions and like speedrun people will answer and then stock market people will answer. And I'm like, oh god, here we go. They're gonna battle.
It's just like
Battle Royale.
the stonk bros just like seem to be very out of touch with reality, I think.
Yeah, they're all, you know, a very, you know, they're under the impression that they're like self-made and stuff like that, and they think that like, you know, pull yourself up by your bootstraps, you know, it's your fault if you're poor type shit. But most of them, you know, started out with money, which is,
Yeah, generally the easiest way to make money in America is to have a lot of it first, and then you can start to make money.
they'll be like, I started with $1,000 and then I became a millionaire or whatever, and it was okay.
Yeah.
Dude, for a lot of people, having $1,000 that you can just kind of kiss goodbye is like not a thing. That didn't happen to me until I would say honestly, like until I started this job 2-3 years ago, like towards the end of it, like when I got it in.
Like, to even have money to set aside. A lot of it was because of COVID unemployment and stuff like that. I was getting more money than I usually was.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'll just save it and put it into investments.
Yeah, I was gonna
Imagine
say,
that's the
for
state of the
investing,
economy.
like, you can't invest money you don't have.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can. It's called
If you're
shorts.
rich enough, they'll give you leverage.
Yeah, leverage and options.
Yes, but to say, the people who get the most free stuff are also the people with the most money.
Yep.
Oh yeah, for sure.
well, yeah, because you want to guarantee they come back and give you business.
I
no,
was reading some
it
stuff
also
that
be-
Trump might actually officially be broke
It's marketing.
very, very soon, which is
All the
interesting.
poor people want to buy them. Something like that. I don't know. I've never tried.
It,
Fuck you, dude.
We met an interesting gentleman today that had a Trump 2024 hat.
Oh yeah,
Fascinating.
that was a good one.
Yeah, like I've never seen a more befitting definition of the phrase "more money than brains" in my entire fucking life. Because he was trying to talk. Apparently, whatever he told you, like you were just like, yeah, that dude was straight talking out of his ass. I was like,
He had no
yeah,
idea
true.
What the fuck he was on about? He was literally just speaking to intervene into the conversation.
The thing is, I've noticed a lot of people, and I'm not gonna lie and even say it's only Trump people, it's people on both sides.
Oh yeah.
People are kind of like approaching each other nowadays and just like, okay, if I think you have even the remotest different opinion of me, I'm gonna talk to you like you're the caricature that everybody tells me that you all are.
Yeah.
Like that there's this weird disconnect where you can tell the same person 9 times, no, I don't believe the things you're claiming that I do. I don't, I don't like Trump. That doesn't mean that Hillary Clinton is my favorite person in the world. It's this really weird disconnect that cannot seem to be overcome. I don't even know what the word is. Horrifying?
Divisive politics.
Imagine being me who voted Green Party for the 2020 election.
Yeah, you ruined
Everyone hates
everything, Reliant.
Yeah, everyone hates you in that case.
Who wants to pay Jill Stein's bar tab?
Is that like the opposite of when Ben Stein's money?
Yeah.
Like the shitty, horrible opposite that no one would ever want to do.
You know what? If I ever got really rich, I would pay to have Ben Stein like sit in on, like a normal night of my life and just have him narrate it.
I believe that in fact.
That shit would be funny as fuck. What are you on about?
He like did something shitty or something.
I feel like I also feel like he did something shitty, but like it's one of those things where it was kind of like a Ben Stein thing, so it wasn't like truly atrocious or unforgivable.
The eye drops commercials guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also the host of the
Win Ben Stein's
show,
Money.
Win Ben Stein's Money.
Yeah,
That show. Oh my god, I love that show.
He was drier than fucking sandpaper, dude.
Yeah, I think he had like said something like not the best, but like at the worst possible time.
Yeah, it was one of those like
He was just being insensitive and uncouth about something. I forgot what.
that kind of sounds like Ben Stein.
He's in Ferris Bueller, right?
Yeah.
Yup.
He's the teacher in Ferris Bueller.
Ben Stein lost the public opinion whenever he started turning like this hardcore Christianity stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that must be what it was. Huh.
Yeah, just be aware some things are running right now.
Nice little death tunnel you're constructing.
Hang on. That's everything should be safe to walk around without setting anything off now.
No, it's fine.
Oh no, it wasn't. I was sure to die soon after leaving shit like that around. Are you kidding?
I do like how you have this big, I guess, death maypole.
I would, dude.
Well,
if
the ladder's coming off eventually, obviously, but I've had to rebuild that like 3 fortnights in a row every time it gets knocked down, and every time I try to make it taller because somehow I feel like that's the answer to it getting knocked down, not like.
I can help. I can help.
Oh, go ahead. Like, do whatever you want to. Like, this is all, like, I haven't even reached that point of it yet. I'm actually moved on to motion sensor language for us.
how is that door locked in the open position? I demand a fucking recount.
Blades, traps, I need motion sensors.
Really sad.
Sorry, I
Well,
can't
again,
hear shit.
oil barons come in like all shapes and sizes. It would probably be worth looking into how ridiculous of an oil baron we're talking about here.
Yeah, definitely have. We were actually talking about that today when you have like a celebrity that seems like a nice person and then they do something like uber super shitty and you just can't support this anymore. You're
Like Mark Wahlberg being a racist.
like Mark Wahlberg being an extreme racist.
An extreme racist?
Apparently he's like a massive racist.
He's from Boston. Are you not surprised by
Or
this?
like Kevin Spacey doing what Kevin Spacey.
Okay. Now here's
Kevin
the hilarious
Spacey's
thing about
gay,
what you
yay!
said, Ben, I really try not to like inform opinions about what people are gonna be like based on where they're from. There's a word for that. I don't quite remember off the top of my head what it is. Tell me if you remember.
Stereotyping.
Sure, that's one word for it. But yeah, no, I did not assume that because Mark Wahlberg was from Boston that he would be racist.
No, I don't think
What is the word for
that's a very broad generalization. I will say people from Philadelphia do have much more sex appeal than people from New Jersey.
That was a thing on BoJack Horseman, right? The girl who is half Korean, her family's all from Boston, and all her brothers are racist against other Koreans.
I mean, to be fair, racism in the Asian community, especially against other Asians, is like super fucking common.
Oh, you should hear my.
I would
Korean
honestly
talk about
honestly posit that that's probably true in almost every general color of skin. I've heard that a lot of Latino countries, Latinos kind of hate each other. I'll tell you right now, a lot of white people hate each other.
Yeah.
I don't know about what's going on in India. But I mean, I know India and Pakistan have been at war for like the last 35 years. I know the Chinese and the Japanese don't get along too well. So yeah, no, I feel like it kind of goes beyond the blank color of skin, whatever, when you want to choose. No, pretty much.
You want to see the most intense shit of your life? Watch a cricket match between the Indian national team and the Pakistani national team.
Oh, I'm sure they come to blows, if not outright firefights.
Oh no.
All I have to say is I hope Miyazaki stays strong and doesn't turn out to be a dickhead, because that would really suck in my life. You gotta come on over here, guys. Oh, I'm back to the motorcycle now.
Got a little mini horde, that's all.
What happened?
Okay, they're dead.
I really haven't used all of this armor.
Actually, have another Brad, today at the rock show, I ran into someone wearing a piece of merch. I think it's a very, very, very unlikely piece of merch because it's relatively unknown. Would you care to wager a guess?
We're out of Springs.
No, it was not We're Out of Springs, but I'll bring some home for you.
I think Trad might be dead.
Probably.
I have some springs in one of the chests. It's like 19 or something. Yeah, I have 19 springs.
Yeah, I forgot about that happening in the show. Weird.
What?
It was so random.
Yeah, least likely place I'd expect to see it.
Like, and then he just went on to start telling us all his stories.
I think he was just excited that someone else knew what it was.
He had a friend.
Dude, I would love to be a professional chef, Chris. Oh boy, I can't even eat my popsicle in peace because of these dickheads.
That is your 4th popsicle.
No, it's not. It's only my 2nd.
You've definitely had 4 popsicles tonight.
I have not. I feel like you're painting me out to be a bad person here.
I feel like
Why
Well-
does having multiple popsicles make you a bad person?
Because.
yeah, I feel like you're acting really guilty right now. For someone who ate 4 popsicles.
Well, I'm making room in the freezer for the popsicles we get tomorrow.
Oh, I see. So you did eat the pop. You just
Oh, no, there's only 2 and a half.
right. Go with that, I guess. What is this? Why is this in here? Oh shit, where did that come from? Are we almost out of fucking duct tape again?
No, I'm carrying around 450. So it's just building some stuff.
Alright, but
I'll put it back real quick, so I don't actually need it
no,
anymore.
that's fine. I was just very concerned that we
Oh, put it in the wrong
if
box.
we have over 500 glue, so it's not a terribly big deal either way.
I just wish glue didn't literally take Trevor into half. Wait, Trad, are you back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. So I saw a piece of merchandise today out at the rock show.
At the rock show.
Yes, at the Rock and Gemstone show. I think it's one of the first pieces of this merch I've ever seen.
What did you see?
Well, would you like to guess?
No. The rock merch has gotten so ridiculous and out there lately that I would not like to guess. I'd prefer to just be told because
Well,
it's always something I could never
it was
guess.
not pertaining to minerals or gemstones, and I will let you know that it was a musical act.
Okay. I mean, I know a band right now that's selling, they've got a coffee rub. No, they've got a coffee, they've got a pork rub. What was this dumb shit?
I will preface this with the fact that it was an article of clothing.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like a dildo flute or anything weird like that.
Like, that would surprise me. Alright, so what was it?
Well, it's a band. You have to guess what band it is. I have faith in you.
The fuck am I gonna guess what band it? No. What?
You know who it is.
How do I just know who it is?
You know who it is. Think of like
10 million bands.
think of like what does not fit at like a rock and gemstone show that's like relatively unknown.
That could be like any
Name
band.
an obscure band, dude.
Literally any band.
Literally,
any band.
Horse
Shelby, can
the
you help me out
band
here?
is
Could
the
you give me
answer?
something to work
dude,
on?
I wish it was fucking Horse the band.
I kind of wish it was too.
They probably like Horse the band. It's similar. It's in a similar vein of Horse the band.
I wish I could help you out here, but I don't even know what the band was.
Ah, boy.
We knew each other, and then we were talking about how he hung out with the band, and the band just like acid or something, and then the person walked away.
Oh, fish.
No, it's not Fish. I would dude, Fish.
I don't think Fish is touring anymore.
I wish they had stopped fucking many moons ago. Dude, I'm getting fucked up here.
It's actually at a work meeting, and one of my coworkers had some Fish posters up on their wall behind them.
That's awful. I'm sorry.
Someone commented on it. They're like, "Yeah, I love Fish." I'm like,
Cool. Hey,
I'm
did
just
they
gonna keep my mouth shut here.
Yeah, did they get randomly drug tested by chance the next day?
Nah, it's corporate. We don't drug test
Actually,
corporate.
one of my old managers used to like be in love with, like, he loves fish. Like when he first started with the company, he did like a little bio, like, get to know me, and it was like, I've seen over 27 fish shows.
Oh my god, that's the guy you buy acid from.
I'm like, oh well.
Yeah, whenever I meet people like that, I'm always reminded of the chicken foot Aqua Teen Hunger Force episode.
Yeah. It's a good.
It's like, well, I'll have you know, sir, I've never seen that fish.
Anyway, long story short, it was the contortionist.
Oh, I've heard of them, but there's no way in the universe I would have guessed that.
Really? I thought you would have known like more about them as opposed to like just heard of them.
No, I mean, I've listened to their album, some of their albums a couple of times, but not like, I don't know, you didn't really give me anything that would have pointed to
I
it.
didn't really look. I was just excited that there was someone else that's heard of contortionist.
That's fair. They're not completely unknown these days. I don't love them. They're not really doing anything that's like super original, I don't think. But that's
Yeah,
just me.
they're
I'm
like
getting high
standard,
standards these
overly
days.
talented prog rock band.
That's I think the problem is I keep hearing them called prog rock and they don't get hit that prog feeling for me. But
Yeah,
I also really hate
like
genre these
technical
days, so.
death metal. Oh my god, dude. I need a break. Okay, so no one's near me. That's fabulous. I need literally first aid kits and first aid bandages. I don't know if I even have them anymore. It's been very rough.
You are so far away.
I would really have to. I don't think. Maybe I'll have to look.
Dude, I'm at a Poppin' Pills. You know what those are, right?
Yeah.
And there's a bunch of like body bags.
Yo, Bone Daddy time.
Dude, they give fucking 9 bones a piece.
Yeah. You're remembering to knife them, right?
Yeah, but machete.
Machete, 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 machete.
Hell yeah. Nice. 69 bones. Hell yeah.
Ooh, Lord, he coming.
Nice.
Imagine just eating spam to try and regenerate health. I know it does not work that way in the real world.
I love spam.
I will agree that it gets a bad rap.
I mean, it gets a bad rap due to the sheer quantum amount of goddamn sodium in it.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever had spam.
What?
So
Okay, so we have a Jollibee in the area, and I have to
hell
fucking,
yeah.
we have to go, babe.
Hell yeah, that shit's fire, bro.
I've never had
Like, it's
spam.
not like the
Never
best
had
thing, but it's like a cultural touchstone. Like,
Yeah,
God,
it's
I
like
understand
it's like
at least.
Filipino 101.
No.
Yeah, it's.
I don't even think about it like that. Just like it's broke American 101.
No, I don't think. I think Scrabble is more like our area specifically.
Yeah, very so like you gotta go to fucking Jollibee and you gotta get the spam musabi. I don't make the rules, I just enforce them.
Yes, spam is one of those American foods that, like, for whatever reason, Asian countries just went wild over.
That's because that's all they had after World War II. Yeah, that's literally all they had.
Oh,
That
no, I
was
don't
their
have any
source of
money.
protein.
It's dog food in this machine.
What am I stuck on? Oh my god. Really? Really?
We don't need steel knuckle parts. I'd rather take the 11 potassium nitrate. Ah, that you did. Thank Christ.
Told you because they
Oh, okay, yeah, you definitely did take a bunch of shit.
Yeah, I cleared half your truck and I left you some first aid kits.
Nice.
You'll find it. God. Oh.
Oh!
Moya is not like the parent. That kind of sucks.
What?
Ah. Sounds like B in the background. Am I losing my mind?
Yeah, we're getting a little bit of bleed through on someone.
Okay, it's me.
Oh, it's all good.
I was listening. I was watching B while playing.
I fucking love B.
That was a good pick out, man.
Yeah. Isn't it? Yeah, it amazes me sometimes.
I actually also have her stream up. That's what I was like. I just checked my shit to be like, yo, is that stuff coming through? That's what it says.
Hey, Poot, can you do me a favor and run over here real quick?
Sure, running now.
I love B. I hope she gets partner.
Motion sensor here, light for me here for a second. There we go. Good enough. Just chill out for a second. So the spotlights, you can't aim them unless they're powered, and if you have them set up to the motion sensor, it's not until the motion sensor comes on that it actually sends power to it.
Ah.
So I can't actually like point the spotlight until someo's standing there. Okay. Now keep standing there because I'm gonna work this one real quick. Kind of like that, so it should be on. Is this one on? Yeah, this one's on.
Birds have bones.
Okay, now come over to this side of the walkway. The other side. I point
What
this
is the
one.
point of this that you guys are working on?
What specifically? What are you talking about?
I mean, like this whole fucking situation.
Well, right now I'm just putting up lights.
This
That's
is
the whole thing. Thank you, Kuya. I'm done.
this is Smash's personal home, from what I understand.
Yeah, he set up a house on top of the clock tower for him, and I'm using the ramp he built to make a space for lights for us as we come in.
I built this ramp. He had a ramp up here, but it was made out of wood. And I was like, that's not gonna work. His house is already about to fall pretty soon too. I should probably help him out with that.
Excuse me. Do you mind? Please do not. That is my shoulder. Hello. Okay, fine. Great. Wonderful. I don't need that hand.
No, you don't.
Not currently.
Nope. Handily, there are no zombies around, so I can... Damn it. I had to say the word.
Portico? One of my favorite words to say.
Cat.
Son of a whore! Insubordinate.
Ouch.
Churlish. Hey, we made it through another night. Good job, everybody. I've been hanging here with my fucking, like, 4 8/10 health. In the immortal words of... Oh, wait, that's not Eric Andre. I forget who said that. Bro, I am straight up not having a good time.
Have you tried being good at your job?
Yeah, I've tried. I'm just like playing a little loose and fast. And I probably playing a little bit too loosey-goosey right now. I did, however, shoot that dude directly in the penis and then straight through the asshole, which I think was deserved. What are you doing? Blowing holes in dudes. Ooh. Let's see, I am exhausted, I have an abrasion, I'm fucking dying. I don't even know what that symbol is. Maybe I'm overhydrated. Oh yeah, I should probably take oh shit, did you take all the painkillers that were in the truck?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh, because I apparently accidentally put all of my painkillers in the fucking truck. Either that or I ate, you know, 10 of them.
I mean, that doesn't sound like something I would do. Leave the first aid kits, but take the painkillers. It doesn't seem logical.
Okay, yeah, for some reason I have 8. There we go.
I did take all your brass and bones, though. That's for sure.
That's fine. I have more. Hoping to find more first aid kits out here, or just, you know, make some. I've also noticed out here you really don't find that much wood. As soon as I say that, I actually found some fucking trash can.
I mean, that's definitely a tree right there.
Yeah, I know. The trees out in the desert are very few and far between. Thank you very much.
How much wood do you need right now?
Enough to get into trouble with.
Damn, always fucking short. Oh, is Batty her new friend?
Yeah. She had him up with her tunnel. It looks like she picked him out somewhere.
Oh, get gut rocked. Ugh. So any whomstead of.
When's the next Fortnite? Like what day?
70.
Yeah, it should be 70.
Shit, yeah, that's
Not happening this stream.
no, probably not either.
That's probably not even happening tomorrow night.
Well, my dad is not coming down, so.
Well, he said he might. He said he would let you know in the morning.
Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me if he just says, "Hey, I'll do it next week."
Just don't forget we have that show next Sunday.
Yeah, we'll have to work that out.
Just bring your dad to see Porter Robinson with us.
Wow, I just shot that bird so hard it flew across the map. Is it, in fact, your favorite word? I mean, to be fair, though, Chris, fish fucking sucks.
I
I'm not
met Trey Anastasio once. I'm not 100%.
Yeah,
Nice
Trey
to-
Anastasio was in Fish.
Nicest restaurant I ever worked at. On my like 3rd or 4th day at the job, the chef just walks by and goes, "Oh, Mike, you like music, right? Hey, meet Trey Anastasio." And the guy looked like 45% like him.
Yeah.
So like maybe, I mean, he was at a nice restaurant. He could have been dressed nice and got the haircut and all that, but I don't know. I have trouble picturing that dude at a restaurant like that at the same time. Like, you don't look like you're on drugs right now.
I would ask, can you exist purely on drugs? But I actually know the answer to that question is in fact yes.
I still believe that
Bro, what the
Mick Jagger
fuck?
and guys like that figured out the magic combination to live forever.
It's alright, it's all made up.
The reason that you've never heard a Fish song is because like their studio output is kind of mostly trash, and even their fans will agree to that because like their magic is like their live shows. They've never done the same live show twice. I'm sure if you've ever talked to a Fish fan, that's like the first thing out of their mouth. But yeah, like the actual, I guess, you know, like beauty in them is in their live shows. I've never seen one, never gotten them myself.
There's this chick that I wasn't sure if she was like kind of into me or she was just like fucking going through some shit while in recovery. But like she invited me over to hang out one night and I was like, yeah, that's cool. And she threw on like a Fish, like a live Fish concert, and I was like,
naturally, yeah.
I'm not sure, like, is that is that her idea of setting the mood? Did she just
well, like
need
I said, anybody who listens to Fish is not going to put on like a studio Fish album for themselves or anyone else. So if she was trying to get a read on you, like, you know, like either you're a Fish fan and you're going to be so happy that she put it on that it's just going to, you know, yeah, it's going to set the mood, or you're not, and then you're not.
Like, it wasn't, I'll put it this way, like, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever listened to, but like it also wouldn't be something I'd be like, damn, I need to listen to that again.
They're also kind of like not a band like maybe say Daft Punk, where there's like a best Daft Punk album.
Yeah.
Like, since their live shows are like that, like a person who's a Fish fan can put on literally any live show, and there's so many of them that, yeah, if two fans find each other and, oh yeah, this is my favorite one. Yeah, this is my favorite one, you know.
It was actually Fish?
No, the answer was a band called The Contortionist.
Oh yeah, I don't know who the fuck that is.
But I mean, we can talk about Fish. Like, I'm not like,
why?
I think it's more fun to take the piss out of Fish fans than anything else.
It's a little hard too, for the most part, because like a good Fish fan is so drugged out that they don't take anything seriously. But that's, you know, those are the good ones. Those are the people you want to hang
Bro,
out with.
what is this room right here? Palmer, I need your explosives.
I saw a funny meme, and it was a drawing of this guy with the Fish shirt walking across the bar towards the jukebox.
Oh
and
god, no, dude.
People were chasing after to stop him.
No, stop! Yeah, no, you know, yeah. Also good life advice. Don't let the guy with the fish shirt on pick the fucking jukebox songs.
Good news, bad news. If he picks it, you're stuck listening to each 35-minute long song.
Alternately, if you tend to do a lot of bar hopping in your area, find yourself an emergency backup bar that doesn't have a jukebox. One that you can fail to if you did make it there and you're suddenly in for 45 minutes of non-stop jam band.
I feel
songs.
I feel really bad because like most of the people in our generation always come up with like dumb shit to do, like playing Closing Time 10 times in a row at like
When I was
fucking
in college,
7 in the
it was,
afternoon.
It was Tom Petty, Last Dance with Mary Jane. I had a friend who would put that on, like, he'd pay to put it on 3 times in a row, which is like 45 minutes, and he would do it right before we left for the night. And he would laugh all the way out the door as the first fucking notes came on.
To be fair, that's kind of funny. The
It is pretty
dickhead,
funny.
it's
No, no,
such
no.
a fucking dickhead move, but it is funny.
Yeah, no, some of the bartenders at some of his usual joints definitely got, like, as soon as they'd hear the first notes come on, like, you'd see their heads snap over and start looking around like, okay, who's laughing? Who's leaving right now? Who did this? Who keeps doing this to us?
They fucking just turn off the jukebox.
Well, of course, those were the days before, like, you know, having jukeboxes with, like, every possible song access from, you know, from the thing. So you had to have the luck of, okay, this jukebox actually has the 25-minute song I want to play to fuck with everyone.
Oh man, it's beautiful.
I was reading a story about this dude who was at a bar and then somebody was basically like bogarting the fucking jukebox. And it was one of those like the newer ones where you just like download the app on your phone and do it from there or whatever. So, he got
So you don't even know who.
Yeah, so he got fucking sick of this dude, so he just started like, and you can like pay a little bit extra to have your song played next.
Yeah.
Yup.
So instead, he just fucking put on like a full Shania Twain album and paid the extra money to play his songs next just to piss the dude off.
Oh, that's beautiful.
But he like was gone, right? So he would just do it like on his way home, driving in his car, not even at the bar anymore. Playing Shania Twain, "Man, I Feel Like a Woman" over and over again.
That's a beautifully dick move. Like, you don't even know if he's there anymore. You might just be tormenting the people at the bar.
You might be tormenting the fucking bartenders at that point.
Maybe I may or may not have dropped $60 on a jukebox that night. But you know what? I did.
Oh my god. He's
I
kind of
fucking
thorough.
proved my point.
We are low to out of clay soil, unless there is a huge stockpile of it somewhere.
There's not.
No.
Well,
That's
break
in
out the
trash.
auger, baby. Time to drill, baby, drill.
There was a bar like kind of like that in Scranton called the Bog, and they had a jukebox. It was like an older one, and like literally the only thing on the jukebox was like the White Stripes and the Black Keys, and like that type of music. So it was like,
Okay, yeah.
I'm gonna listen to the Black Keys. So many fucking times. Like Arctic Monkeys was on it. Like okay. It was literally like your stereotypical, like every dude in there had a beard and wore a flannel.
Woo! We call those people lumbersexuals.
Yeah, it was like.
Where are you going? Whoop. You weren't actually dead. Now you are.
Double tap to make sure.
Number one.
Damn. Babe, would you believe it? The game's telling me I'm really hot. I gotta find some clothes. Damn. I see how it is. Trying to push
Oh,
your
yeah,
puritanical modesty values on me. Fucking
Yeah, you can't just go
unbelievable.
wandering around naked.
Fucking
Those
so
guys
says they.
Oh,
You got another one coming in, Shelby.
Oh fuck.
Do you mind?
I'll get on a couple of those. Ah, he's right there behind you. I think I got him.
See anything? Oh, I see this bitch in the river. Hold up.
Another one coming in across the grass, but I think I got her.
That bitch in the river. You know what's funny? Until like a session or two ago, we didn't have a river in the back, so.
That was like 3 sessions ago I put that in.
SNES, you're my favorite word.
Realistically, landscaping has been like my entire process in this game now for like at least 3 weeks. I don't actually remember the last time I went out like looting like a normal player. do some mining for a while.
Yeah, so some of us are trying to bring back all that we can. Although to be
I
fair,
feel like there are certain things that you guys well, I shouldn't say you guys. Certain things that are brought back in general, you just don't fucking need anymore. Stop bringing back scrap fucking armor.
oh, I don't even bother with scrap armor. Basically, I bring back only like tier 5 or tier 6 shit, and then like car parts, oil, ammo,
I don't even need another hammer. Got
dog
one.
food.
We're good.
I may have once or twice early on, not knowing any better, but I don't think I have. I break most of that stuff down.
You may as well, you know.
You never want to see a fucking steel parts anymore.
Fuel farts?
Fuck out of here.
Buell farts? Bueller?
Fucking the military armor parts, like, ugh,
You just almost said militart.
military. But I'm tired.
Bro.
More cart
leave me alone.
narcs to watch, right?
Oh my god, Shelby's been on about the cart narcs. Palmer, you would be a fucking cart narc.
Yeah, I like that guy. He's funny.
What? Help me out here. What's a cart narc?
He's this guy who just, yeah, I mean, Shelby can explain it.
So you know how like when you go to the grocery store, right, and you see that one asshole who just leaves their cart in the middle of the fucking spot?
Oh, is there someone going around calling those people out?
Fraud. They're all over the country, and they have like little like fucking like bumper sticker magnets that says, you know, I don't put my cart back, so I'm a jerk.
Oh my god,
And
so
basically
beautiful.
just like live stream calling people out for not putting their carts back.
A fucking plus me.
But they're so overly condescending about the whole thing. Like, it's
Okay,
like,
that part's shitty, but
No, they act like meter maids almost.
yeah. No, it's not shitty. Like, it's funny to the point where
They're like, here you go, here you go. Just don't forget this. And they keep putting the sticker back. People like rip it off and throw it at them. They're like, okay, and then they'll just put like 30 of them on there over and over.
like fucking John on. He's like, oh, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. That's what we bring multiple. No worries. Here, I got another one for you. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, but they're like very specifically. They don't curse. Like everyone's. What do they call them? Lazy bones.
Yeah, lazy bones. Lazy bones.
Making sure that people are doing good, you know, have moral standards, not being lazy bones. It's the funniest shit ever.
Yeah, people get hella tilted, bro.
They get real fucking mad. One dude was like threatening to put bullets in a dude's skull, like straight up.
wow.
Over a cart.
Kid cat, just put the cart away. It's not.
Well, and then
Right? Like,
too, like they're like, listen, like we're just making sure because you put that in a handicap spot. Like, what if somebody with a wheelchair comes in and then they can't access the handicap area because you put your carts here? Like, that's not very nice. You should just maybe be responsible and put your cart back, please. And they just get mad, like so angry about it.
Darius called them out on their, bullshit. I can imagine those sort of people, yeah. Oh.
Whoops. I accidentally scrapped a quest. Like one of those little notepads, or,
I don't even know what I'm doing with my life right now.
I'm just catching these fucking supply drops. It's always just like a couple of antibiotics and a painkiller. It's always trash.
Yeah,
I mean, antibiotics aren't really trash, but
Yeah, but I just
Everything else that's normally in them is.
I checked one earlier and it was literally like a shitty like tier 3 gun and some fucking military armor parts and like 3 bullets. So that was the thing.
Yeah, I'm over the military armor parts. I just drop them hoes on the ground.
You can probably sell them.
Yeah, probably.
I am gonna make some tea, but I'm cordoning myself off here.
I'm gonna get heavy soil. I don't know what else to do.
Oh, I.
What? Yeah, that's because the bottom of your hair is fucking fried and was bleached over yet again tonight when it realistically shouldn't have been.
Yeah, let it rest.
But you're also really not gonna get much lighter than that. Actually losing all of your hair.
Yeah, you're gonna fry your hair, homie.
His hair is fried.
You know,
Like you're at the point right now where you need to have like an actual hair professional do that shit, or otherwise you are gonna go bald.
Wait. I thought this was all joking. What's going on with Ben's hair? And he's gonna go bald?
Ben's getting his hair colored soon, so we had his friend bleach his hair.
Okay.
Yep.
But
Chemical bleach shit, if you do it a lot, will like just straight up kill your hair.
so, like,
Okay, yeah.
It's not as light as he would currently like it to be for the coloring, but if we bleach it again, it's gonna fall out.
Okay, I follow you now. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Ben, don't go bald.
Bad's secretly rooting for me to go bald.
I am not actually.
Like, I would much prefer to give you the money to have her rebleach it if she really feels it necessary than first doing it myself.
I love my hair. I would never want to joke or think about like, no, don't lose your hair. Come on, man. What the hell?
Yeah, and it's just because like his hair grew out a bunch, so now like the roots are a little bit like orangey, and the ends are like super platinum from how much they bleach.
Yeah.
So he's got like a tooth bend going on.
I mean, it could look cool depending on what look you're going for.
An ombre.
Well, it'll also look different when it's colored and it's not just like awkward bleach orange. It's gonna be a no from me. I'm not putting any more chemicals on your fucking heads.
When I was in 7th grade, my mom gave me a perm, and she said it was just gonna make my hair wavy, and I was like, cool, awesome. Nah, dude, she pulled that shit out, and it was like tight Annie curls.
Oh no,
And
yes.
the whole process, I like just bawled. I was like, you're gonna make so much fun of me. She was like, no, it looks great. It did not look great. People call me ramen noodle head.
Yo, what's up, Jamie?
Oh.
And my and like the perm chemicals and shit like burn
Stink.
my eyes, dude. Sitting there for that long with that stuff.
As they would, yes.
Yeah, that shit burns.
It's not.
Oh, terrible, dreadful, yeah.
Yeah, no. I will happily give you the money.
I'm not worried about it. If she says she has to bleach it, it is what it is.
I think it's light enough. I really don't foresee it being.
Silver sucks.
I've always
Like-
wanted to go silver, but my hair is very black, so
Maintaining silver is fucking awful.
Yeah, it's really hard to deal with dyeing super dark hair. Mine's really dark brown, and my few attempts to dye it have not come out. the way
Yeah,
I
you gotta
want to.
bleach it.
Yeah, you have to bleach it.
But like,
I did first. It still was a struggle.
like
Yeah.
My hair
keeping
is always
keeping
yellow.
silver or gray like colored hair is just fucking pain.
I'll just get old. That'll do it for me.
That's a legit way.
I've
I
considered
already-
doing my hair silver. I could probably.
Oh, we
do it
doing
pretty
alright.
easily. But,
Yeah, I mean you're like fucking hyper blonde, dude.
Yeah, but the worry is that is it gonna go back to this blonde afterwards without having to like cut it or grow it out through an ugly phase?
That's negative.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's why my hair is as short as it is right now, because I fucking bleached and dyed the piss out of it for so long, it just wouldn't grow any longer. It was fucking dead. So I just had to like literally chop it all off where it stopped growing.
The biggest issue, Jamie, is the fact that like unless you like constantly touch it up and tone it, your hair goes from silver to just like it looks dirty.
It grows back. You cut it, it comes back, whatever. If it doesn't,
That's fair. No, that's fair. That's fair. As long as you're not trying to go bald here.
I mean,
I mean, if my wife wants to go bald, who am I to stop her? That shit's hot. And I get to slap a plunger on the back of her head.
Well, it's mostly because she's trying to stop you from going bald, so I'm trying to just make sure we're all keeping, like, consistent
I mean,
here.
I'm not trying. If he were to come to me and be like, "I would like to be bald," and that's like the choice he's making, that's different than please try.
No,
to
agree, yes.
I've been bald a few times as well. One time, I went to, like, obviously many rehabs in my life, and my parents were starting to get fed up because the rehabs weren't really working that great, and they sent me to this one that was, like, Christianity based.
Oh no.
Bro, it was rough. So I actually only stayed about 2 days, and then I just grabbed my shit and I straight up just left, and
Like
I
an
walked down the
AMA
highway.
shit?
My girlfriend at the time came pick me up, but yeah, when I got there, they were like, you know, the first thing we do is humble ourselves, and they shaved my head bald.
Oh, wow, you got into a real culty one.
Yeah, and then you know what we had to do? We had to build wooden crosses, and then we would go to Walmart and sell them outside. And that's how the place.
Really culty.
Yeah, that's how the place earned money. And I told my parents about this afterwards, and they were like, "What? No way! That can't be legal." I'm like, "No, dog. That's what y'all sent me to." Well, like 2 years later, it
And
ended
also,
up
no,
having,
it's not legal.
yeah, it ended up having, yeah, and they made us all apply for food stamps, and then they would take our food stamps cards and use it to, like, buy the place food, you know what I mean? Yeah, they
Yeah,
ended up
that's
getting
definitely
shut
illegal,
down,
dude.
but they were, like, a reputable place, you know what I mean? Like, it wasn't just, like, some random offshoot thing, it was, like, an actual company, and
We
they
have
ended up
different
getting...
definitions of reputable, you and I.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it was like in the rehab scene, it was like something people were at least familiar with. So I was like, my grandma, I guess, suggested it, and I was like, man, fuck y'all, dude. Because I'll put up with rehabs a lot, but when it came to, they shaved my head bald, and they were like, all right, now go build crosses from sun up to sundown so we can sell them for money. I was like, yeah, what am I supposed to learn from this? You know, it was a good time.
Jesus, learn Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Don't deal with your actual problems. Pray to some invisible creature in the sky to fix them for you.
I ended up going back to I went to one rehab twice, and that was the last time, obviously. It was in Kerrville, Texas, and I love it so much. It was a really great place. It was a good opportunity because it was, you know, they didn't care if you didn't shave your head. That was, you know, a nice selling point.
Did they not shove religion down your throat?
No, it was crazy. They wouldn't let me have. I had like, man, what was it they wouldn't let me keep? Oh, I had like a bottle of cologne, not like real cologne, like, you know, Curve,
Yeah.
like the $20 ship from CVS or whatever. And, you know, so I wasn't upset that they might throw it away. But then when they told me, they were like, nah, people will drink it. And I was like, what? No, they won't. And she's
It's
like,
like,
"Nah,
yeah.
drug addicts will drink it." And I'm like, what kind of drug addicts you guys got in here? Because, like, I'm a drug addict, and I'm not drinking fucking Curve for nothing, dude. There was one guy who came in, he was at like a .48, and he drove himself.
That's dedication.
Yeah, he was this big, tall Irish guy named Tommy. And
He had some blood in his alcohol system, is what you're trying to tell me?
He drove himself to rehab at a .48, and they immediately, like, if you're over like .1.5 or whatever, they take you to the hospital.
I was gonna say,
And
isn't that like dead?
yeah, no,
Point
they took him to the
2
hospital.
is
He
you
ended
can
up having to
slip
stay
into
there
a
for, like,
coma.
well, he had to stay there for like multiple weeks because the alcohol poisoning after the fact was so bad. But then, like, about halfway through, he came back, and I'm like, wait, I totally fucking forgot about you, dude. He's like, I've been in the hospital for like 2 weeks. And I was like,
Oh my
damn,
God.
bro. Yeah, I didn't stay in touch with a lot of people from rehab. Because a lot of them, go back to their shit or die or whatever. So, I always sometimes think about some of the more colorful people who I met over the years, what they're doing now, if they're still alive or not, whatnot.
Sorry to interrupt you there, Palmer, but can somebody help me? I clipped into some blocks, and I'm stuck inside of them.
You have a shovel or something?
No, I can't target them.
Hold on, I'm pretty close.
I've tried digging myself out, and that's not going to be possible.
Wait a minute, I'm coming with my auger. curiosity of a.
Oh, I'm on the ground floor. You're fine.
Oh wow, that's awkward because I'm all the way up here now. Oh fuck. Oh yeah, I broke my
Good.
leg.
I'm about to say I heard something crunch.
Oh, look at you go over here.
Thank you. You saved me.
Yeah. I broke my leg in the process.
Here. Hang on, I gotta. Nope, I don't have a splint. Never mind.
It's alright, I can just go get one. It's not a big deal. I gotta figure out what to get over there without blowing myself up.
It's fine. There's no bombs over here. They've already been exploded. I mean, right there, there's bombs. Those are bombs right there, but like this path is. This path is open.
I don't think so. This game is still an alpha, if I recall. Correct?
Oh, wait, are those my bombs?
Yes. Yeah, it's your bombs.
Oh, nice.
We had a pack of dogs try to get through them.
Nice.
They were effective. You did a good job.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know what they say. You meet a lot of people in rehab. It is interesting, like, the concept of recovery and shit, especially in the US. There are just so many fucking different philosophies and methodologies, and it just blows my mind. I just honestly wish that for the most part it wasn't a for-profit business.
What isn't, though?
That's what you get when you privatize healthcare in America.
Ultra capitalism, for sure.
Like there's a fairly popular like almost what I'd call like a chain of facilities in the US and like kind of in our area of the country, and like they're like always hiring people, but it's literally on like every job posting board, like the lowest like rated place to work. What?
We're talking about rehab still?
Yeah.
That'd be kind of rough. It's kind of like, kind of like being in a hospital. You're not seeing people on the best days of their lives.
Yeah, but I mean, this is like, it's not just like, oh, I'm like, a helper here, a technician. Like, it's for like, even their back end stuff, like developing software. Like,
there's a lot of pressure. Like when someone comes to you for help and it's for something that huge and important, that they finally like turn that corner and agree to go find the help, or maybe in some case didn't agree. But
it sounds like what he's talking about is more of an owners and management issue.
yeah, that more. It's definitely more of an owners and management
you made
thing.
it sound more like an employee issue. My bad.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure, like, look, if you're getting into a line of work where you are helping people try and recover, you obviously have a different mindset. Like one of my good family friends was like a drug and alcohol counselor for like fucking 30 years, and he is, I think, by far just so insanely patient and just.
I was gonna say, you have to have another level of patience
Yeah.
and understanding.
It's really unfortunate to me that you won't ever get to meet like my friend Eddie B in like the mental capacity at which he once operated, because family friend of ours moved out to Arizona and ended up getting hit with this weird ass sickness that's just like basically like microbes in the desert, like the dirt and dust ended up giving him like this horrible fucking like infection that almost fucking killed him.
Jesus.
Yeah, and fucking moved there to retire, and place almost fucking kills him. But yeah, he's not like firing on all of the cylinders anymore, which is unfortunate. But he helped quite a few people in the local court system in the area I grew up, as well as a bunch of very famous NFL players to get rid of their their drug-seeking behaviors and tendencies. Back in the day.
Yeah, fuck, man.
Good on him.
We're getting so close to finally having concussions actually studied in the NFL.
Yeah, that's been a long time coming. It's the issue is the fucking players union hasn't pushed it. I mean, but what do you expect though? I mean, Colin Kaepernick wasn't the greatest quarterback of all time, but that's not the reason why no team would fucking hire him.
Is that a motorcycle floating in the air?
Hey babe,
Why
there's your
not?
motorcycle.
I have my motorcycle.
No, one of the ones that you lost underneath the surface of the earth when you were clipping under the ground over and over the other
Oh,
night.
nope, never mind. I found it. It's the motorcycle's on top of the church roof. That was
God
not
damn it,
what
Shelbar.
happened?
I was gonna say, why did it die?
Oh, did someone get exploded?
I think a zombie did.
No?
No?
I heard
Somebody got
something
exploded.
explode in the background.
Somebody
bad.
got exploded.
It's bad.
It was me.
I just saw your health.
Yep. It was me.
Does anybody know whose motorcycle this is on top of the church roof?
Probably Smash.
Or the
I mean, it kind of sounds like a me thing, but I'm pretty sure mine's in my inventory. Let me check in a second there. But yes, I did wander into the minefield in the backfield and realized what I had done right as the explosion went off.
Classic.
Yeah, it was pretty classic. That's about the word for it.
That's classic.
Yeah, no, I have my motorcycle.
Oh, this,
Jesus fuck.
I'll bring it over. This thing almost has a full tank of gas.
Damn. Whew. Yo, get some rest, Jamie.
I was gonna say,
I do not know.
Up to you, Mo.
Do
I
you want
mean,
to call
I
it?
generally can go for a long time, but it's y'all that matter.
You know, it's only 1 a.m. here, so I'm gonna show.
Yeah. Do we want to call it? Let's see. It's 5 o'clock now. In game 5:30. Do we want to call it when the sun comes up tomorrow? That still gives us quite a bit of time. Like an easy
Sure, why not?
30-40 minutes, but you know, should be ample time to like. If you have something pressing to do, you should be able to kind of knock it out by then, kind of a deal.
you also don't necessarily have to stop just because.
I am incredibly sore.
I just didn't want it to turn into something where like, oh, I want to go to bed. And not everyone has to.
Also, this gives me a chance to like nap a little bit before the fucking Formula 1 race tomorrow too.
Don't get some sleep. We can play again tomorrow. It's all good.
No, I got fucking time.
Yeah, like, I don't think any of us are actually mad about it or anything.
No.
Like,
Oh, I don't
Yeah,
give it.
no,
I don't
my
fucking
ass
give a
actually
shit.
is like not gonna maybe even make it another 30 minutes. So
As hard as you guys are on yourselves, you gotta remember this is like like a loving, supporting kind of like put your health first kind of community. So no one's gonna get upset.
Oh, I don't
Wanna
care
walk
what
off
any
with
of
a
you
sleep.
think. I mean, I love you all to death,
Good.
Yeah, well, likewise, bitch.
but fuck you.
Yeah, no, I
Sure,
mean, normally I'm good to go for like a good while, but number one, I got like 3.5 hours of sleep last night, and number two, I did not get my usual Saturday afternoon nap in.
I no longer have zombies.
I mean, it's up
around
to you,
me,
babe. If you want to fucking call it now, you want to call it in 30 minutes, whatever you want to do.
It's not gonna be very productive in game, that's all.
I'm breaking down. I'm like full breaking down an entire apartment complex.
I don't really care. We have
What?
an entire week off. We can play this every fucking night if you want us to.
We still have a lot of shit to do
Oh,
though.
you guys have the week off?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We
Nice.
both said
Yeah.
fuck it. Our honeymoon kept getting postponed, and we weren't gonna make it to Japan, so we both had massive amounts of PTO.
Yeah. Yeah, Lauren actually has this week off as well. She, for the same reason, she has so much PTO that she's not gonna, that it's gonna go to waste.
Yeah, like I'm literally taking this entire week off, this past Monday off, and I have 2 like full weekends throughout the next week. I still have 100 hours of PTO I haven't figured out how to
Yeah.
Also what I did when I quit my last job.
Wait, what the?
You saw my PTO and then quit.
Yep.
Well, my job, Chuck E. Cheese paid me out when I quit there.
Yeah, they're not
Yeah, our company doesn't.
use it
I
or
was fucking lit. I was very lit of them.
Doing the socially and morally responsible thing, that's the Charles Entertainment Cheese way.
Yeah, I was like, yo, appreciate it. Appreciate it, homies. Thanks for being big homies.
See, I think it's different though, because maybe you were.
I still don't know how you did not get fired like once a week.
Oh, a lot of times.
Notice they might pay it out, but it's just like one of those things where it doesn't roll over into the next year. And then
Like people at my work know who you are just because I've shared the Chuck E. Cheese story, the Karen story.
Yeah, when me and Lauren first started dating, she was still in Oklahoma, and somebody at her work was like, hey, read this, and it was that. She was like, oh god. Because remember, I was like shitting a brick. I was like, dude, I'm gonna get fired, like literally at any moment.
Yeah.
It's only a matter of time. And then the thing that they got the most upset about was actually like the child experiment thing, and even though that was like not nearly as, in my opinion, not nearly as big a deal. When I was like adjusting everything and doing running tests.
Yeah.
Yeah, that they were not happy about that.
I think it's one of those things because like technically like you were conducting an experiment and they were not like informed.
Yeah, they were.
The whole informed consent debate.
anytime you put the words experiment and child in a sentence, people are gonna be concerned.
Yeah.
But if you
Yeah,
actually
and
the context of what he was doing, it wasn't.
and they wanted to, like they said that I was kind of letting them peer behind the curtain too much by letting people know that we like keep metrics on games and stuff like that, right? I'm like, what do you think people just don't know that we freely adjust these and like a casino does? And they're like, well, you know, most people don't really give it much thought, and we'd like to keep it that way. And I was like, okay.
All right. I mean, I totally do. Like,
Damn.
like I think if you aren't actively keeping metrics on your business that is mainly games of chance, you're probably not paying close enough attention to your business.
If I have a kid, right, like I don't really care what the company's doing with the metrics of their games. The kid's gonna want to go and have fun, and they don't fucking understand it. So like, whatever. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. People all the time are like, shit costs too much, or you know, it's almost like everybody knows that the fucking toys you can win at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, dude, it's so funny, bro. I'm watching my own Beyond the Beyond run because I have a marathon coming up, and I want to kind of get refreshed. And I'm talking about the exact same thing right now in this video.
We've channeled it.
The experiment, you know, they were kind of upset, you know, but people come in and they're like, oh, well, we know that the shit you're gonna buy with your tickets is junk. Like, people know that, you know what I mean? Like, never
Yeah.
has anybody been like, yeah, I'm saving up for that really worthwhile prize, you know, at Chuck E. Cheese.
It's like when you go to an amusement park or a carnival and you play those fucking, like, the dart balloon game or the ring toss.
Yeah.
You know that shit's rigged. Come on. Like, you know that they...
And you know you can also buy those prizes by like the
On
100
Amazon.
on
Yeah,
Amazon
like,
or Alibaba
Right.
for like 12 bucks.
You're gonna spend like $25 to get a $2 plushie, maybe, like, but you're still gonna play because that's...
Yeah, exactly. It's less about the actual playing and, you know, or it's less about like the actual reward and more about just kind of like the, you know, you're there doing the thing.
The
And-
experience.
Yeah, and then people
The
at
Charles
Chuck E.
Entertainment
Cheese
Cheese
were-
experience.
Yeah, they were like, no, listen, you don't ever do shit like that. And then, yeah, they actually, like, for a while, they were like, you know, we might have to make this like a legal thing. And I was like, a legal thing? Eventually they were like, all right, we're not gonna, you know, pursue this legally. And I was like, you'd think that you would fire me if you're talking about, like, you know, coming after me legally. You probably, you know, what makes me want to show up for work tomorrow? Like, what the fuck, y'all, dude? What the hell? But
I
no,
still don't know
no.
how you didn't get fired all this
I don't know,
time.
man. That's a good question. There's a lot of times that I thought
I was a little shitbird of a kid when my parents took me to Chuck E. Cheese. Like,
oh, that's terrible.
I remember specifically, like, as soon as I was old enough to recognize kind of what was going on, I noticed that, like, the employees would play games, like, I guess on, like, their breaks, whatever, they were running board, or they were testing the machines and tickets would come out. And, like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
found out very quickly that the employees were not allowed to keep the tickets themselves. So
Or
I would just
we don't give
literally
a fuck. We just
I
leave
would
them.
stop them. I would just find employees playing games and stand there and act innocent, like I was interested in what they were doing, and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, you're a little kid. Here's my tickets."
Yeah, that happens all the time. Now they're all digital, so we don't have that issue anymore. But yeah, no, you have to play the games twice a day. That's like company policy. Like, well, whoever is like the representative that was like working my position, like on the technology side. So if I was there, I would have to do it. If my boss was there, he would have to do it. If people, you know, whoever my understudies would be, they would have to do it. But yeah, somebody's got to do it twice a day. And people would literally just stand behind me and wait for me to move from one game to the next. And I would just leave the tickets, and they'd be like, "Oh, get them, get them, get them!" And I'm like, "Jesus, guys, you."
Or like I'd wait for them to have to reload the stacks of tickets and then
Hell yeah.
come through. Yep, hell yeah. I was a little baller at 6.
Yeah, it's Chuck E. Cheese though. You're gonna get a ring pop and it's fucking slinky anyway. So.
My mom was one of those people that, like, she would always tell us to save our tickets, so we would go to Chuck
Yeah.
like 25 times and never get a damn thing with our tickets. And we'd
That's the
roll in
classic.
to 25,000 tickets and we just get one of every prize.
Yeah, and then you lose them or whatever, and you lose your receipts and shit like that. You don't keep track of them. Yep. Yeah, I was I did a lot of testing for stuff, right? So, I ran the test district, and at one point before we moved to digital tickets, they were like, well, we want to test these other tickets, and they wanted it to give digital tickets, but they also wanted it to give out physical tickets, but they were printed off a different color, so they were just useless. And they were like, you can just take them home, right? You still have a good time because you win the tickets, but, like, you know, it doesn't matter to us because the real currency is the digital one on the card. And I was like, you know, that's okay, whatever. I mean, I'll try. And he's like, all right, you got 2 weeks. And I was like, holy shit. Well, I worked like 90-hour a week, like 2 weeks in a row, and then got it to work. And after like 5 days, there was just so many fucking tickets everywhere because we didn't have shredders anymore because, we're telling people to take those tickets home. They were like, why the fuck would we want these?
Yeah.
So they would just leave them there. There's fucking piles of tickets everywhere. Or they would take them to like stores outside of the district that wasn't aware that I was doing this pilot.
Yeah.
And then they would just use them on the shredders there. And like if those people didn't know that they were a different color, like nothing about them was different otherwise. So yeah, it was a fucking fiasco.
When I was a kid, I remember very specifically going from, like, when you used to have to bring the actual tickets to the counter, like,
Yeah.
basket and wait or whatever. Like, I remember when they brought, like, the ticket hunter munchers, whatever they're called.
Yeah, ticket munchers. Yeah, I had there's a pain in the ass to work on because you know they jam up and stuff like that. But I had one that was 4-sided, brand new. It was so sick, dude. You could eat so many fucking tickets so fast.
Are you genuinely excited about a ticket muncher?
Bro, I was so stoked because at the time I was running the Louisville district, which is like a really like low revenue district. So like if anybody got new shit, I was the last person to get anything. Like I didn't get new games. I got like people's hand-me-down shit because it was like a district that made no money.
Yeah.
And they brought me one of those brand new ticket munchers because they're like, we'll just take the 4 ticket munchers you have and replace it with this one. And I was like, well, that's fine.
Yep.
And it was so fucking nice, dude. I was like, oh my god, it's so cool. Then I moved to Dallas to lead the pilot district, and all of a sudden, like, I was the first to get everything, so it was kind of a big swap. But yeah, then I quit, so I could.
And yeah, and now none of the games at Chuck E. Cheese work.
Yeah, I went back to like my home store the other day to get a pizza, and I had like 8 things down, and I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, we haven't replaced it. And I was like, it's been like 5 months. And they were like, yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I was actually just recently watching like TikToks or whatever on Facebook, and there was one. It was like a series of like haunted Chuck E. Cheese TikToks, where like people were like filming the animatronics acting up and being fucking creepy.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, the Chuck E. Cheese is known to be haunted, and the animatronic mouse will follow you around and thinks you're fucking with the machine or something like that. And like moving its head all slow and creepy.
That's funny.
Nah,
Yeah,
dude, they're just really shitty, beat up, and old animatronics that haven't been serviced properly in probably ages.
They'll be trying to get you to admit that there's like AI camps.
No.
No, or are there ghosts in the machines?
There's not, but there isn't. So in the Arlington store, it used to be a Kroger, right? And apparently, like back then, Kroger had like a butcher, like a deli. Anyways, they would like, you know, chop the meat in like the meat room, and it was kind of kept upstairs. This is like in the 70s. Apparently, one of the employees would like duck into this back room. It was kind of like cordoned off. It was kind of hard to get to. It was used for storage, and he had like manic episodes, and he like painted all over the walls and stuff. And eventually, they found him like he had taken his own life in there. And then Kroger sells that building. You know, it was obviously a big deal at the time, and they literally sealed that top off. Well, Chuck E. Cheese in the 90s bought it from whoever had it at the time, and they bought it sealed. They were renting it, so they were like, just don't go up there. And Chuck E. Cheese was like, all right, we don't give a shit. It's huge, dude. I mean, it used to be a Kroger, so you can imagine how fucking big this store is.
Yeah.
Massive fucking Chuck E. Cheese. In fact, they only use about half of it because it's so large. But, well, recently, instead of renting, they finally bought the property, right? So they call me and they're like, hey, listen, we need all the electrical redone up there, you know, in this area that we're gonna unseal. And apparently when they had sealed it off, they like didn't do anything. Like they had cleaned it, but you know, all the like old Kroger equipment and shit was up there. All the painting and stuff was all over the walls. I have a bunch of pictures of it.
I want to see these.
Yeah, I'm kind of
People are
interested.
literally terrified to go up there
I
because
completely want to see these pictures.
yeah, his name was Floyd, and I guess he had like his girlfriend had broken up with him or something, and they said that, you know, he had like a personality disorder or something. I guess that's I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. If people like sometimes the door will like move. And they'll like record the security cameras and call me and they'll be like, Harry, I swear to God, dude, we're not coming out of the office, bro. The fucking Floyd door opened by itself. And I was like, shut the hell up. Oh my God. Or we would keep like, you know, supplies up there. They're like, we can't go get cotton candy because nobody's brave enough to go to the Floyd room to get this cotton candy.
That's good shit.
Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, one time we have like these vacuums that they're like backpacks that go on your back, right? And you have like and he kind of looked like a Ghostbuster. And one time I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go get Floyd," and they're like, "Dude, don't fucking say that, bro. Like, what if he's gonna hear you, dude?" And I was like, "Oh my god, like you can't disrespect him like that." Oh wow, this place is wild, dude.
Well,
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
gonna
jump.
disrespect him and then leave, so you guys are gonna go ahead and deal with it
Yeah.
yourselves. So,
In the
yeah, let me know what
store-
happens.
The store makes like no money, so they still have like the animatronics from the 80s.
Which
It's
is
a
probably
joke.
more creepy than Floyd, to
Oh,
be
so
frank.
creepy.
Yeah.
And they tick really bad because like they run on air pressure, right? So like anytime the air comes through the lines, the filters are like built into the back of the machines as opposed to in the floor like the new ones are. So you hear
Yeah.
them like click, 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 click. So if there's no music and they're turning, and they're like, moving around, all you hear is like a bunch of like gross clicking sounds all over the like bugs. It's really strange. If anybody ever comes to visit me, let me know, and I you know, the Chuck E. Cheese people still love me to death. So if you guys want to go see the creepy room in Arlington, I'll gladly take you.
I mean, this almost sounds like it's worth going out there just for that.
Dude, I've had so many people that were like, "I want to go see the Floyd room." I'm like, "All right, let's go." And the people in Arlington are still fucking afraid to go up there. So they still call me and they're like, "All right, you guys know I don't work for you." They're like, "Oh, sorry." Yeah, it's crazy.
It's funny though. Thanks for the update that you guys still are afraid to go up there. Yeah, continue to tell me whenever you're afraid to go up in the room,
Dude,
please.
like 2 weeks ago, my boss's boss, like a high up guy, he handles all the licensing and stuff, and he calls me and he's like, "Hey, do you have this game at your store?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Do you have this game at your store?" And I was like,
Bro, I
"No,
quit
they-"
like 3 months ago.
Dude, longer than that, almost 5 months. And I was like, I mean, no, they don't have that, but you know I don't work there, right? And he was like, oh, well, you know, what do you think? Do you think that this game, and he was listing off these games, and I'm like, yeah, what about them? And he's like, you know, would they work? Would they fit? And I was like, yeah, I guess. So he's like, all right, cool. Well, tell him I'm gonna bring it. And I was like, no, I'm not fucking telling him that.
Bro, I don't work for you.
Yeah, I was
Fuck
like, I've been
off.
working for them almost half a year at this point, dude. I'm not fucking calling them. You call them, bro. Yeah, but
I
then
know
he
I'm
was
gonna
like,
pay you, but do my job for me.
yeah, he was like, okay, appreciate it. And I was like, man, he's a funny guy. So I ended up calling them, and I was like, hey, Garth is gonna bring you guys some. And they're like, yeah, it's already been dropped off. Thanks for the notice. And I was like, oh, sorry, I forgot. You didn't think it was my responsibility.
Considering I don't fucking work for.
Yeah, I was cracking up, dude. He was there when I went to go visit them the other day and get a pizza. I saw it, though. It was a pretty cool game. But it was like, you could tell it was brand new because it had like all the sawdust and shit on the inside of it, and nobody knows how to, you know, nobody who works there knows how to open it up and clean it.
And, you know, clean it.
Yeah, classic, dude. It's a fucking nightmare over there now. It's awesome.
Oh, I can imagine, Mike. I used to, for the longest time. Oh, fuck. I would get, you know, calls about the fucking vape shop constantly.
Yeah, I got some calls from my last job after about things I shouldn't have had to care about after I left.
Yeah, I was in the same the group text message or group emails for like I kept emailing like, hey, remove me from this, remove me from this. They kept fucking sending it out. They're like, hey guys, conference call at this hour. I was like, I should just hop on this conference call and just shoot this shit for no reason. They'd be like, what store district are you? And I'll be like,
Oh, no, I don't work for you.
Oh.
I don't even work at Chuck E. Cheese. I just.
Oh, somebody sent me this invite. I decided I was bored.
Yeah. Or I just like use a soundboard or like just make some god awful noises the whole time. They go, who the fuck's doing that?
That's pretty classic, actually.
Yo, somebody just tweeted at me. I really miss Carrie Palmer's Chuck E. Cheese shit post. What a coincidence.
It's someone that's watching this fucking stream.
No, it's not. It's somebody who like a local friend.
Oh.
I've never seen the cheese story. Can I get a link to that?
You haven't seen them? Which one, dude? Okay, I think I still have some of them. The Karen one, I think you can just like Google Chuck E. Cheese
You can
Karen.
still
Yeah.
Google Chuck E. Cheese Karen and find it. Yes, I did that recently.
That one's a
I feel
classic.
like I was at my mom's and somebody at some point brought that up from like Reddit or something, and I was like, actually, I
Yeah, that's our
100% know
friend.
that.
My boss the other day said he didn't. He asked us what is a Karen. I heard this term and I don't know what it means. And I was like, I've got a story for you.
Yeah, let me see if I can find the Chucky. I really enjoyed the experiment one because
I was gonna say, yeah,
cool.
find it.
Like, that was actually really cool.
Oh look, yeah, here I found it. Chuck E. Cheese employee conducts social experiment on the internet.
Like, I can understand why legally they're probably shit their pants a little bit about it, but like,
Yeah,
at
they
the
were
end
like,
of the
people
day,
people
like,
don't know that we keep metrics. I'm like, you really think people don't know that? You really-
Yeah, like that's pretty believable. Like that's not a big leap to.
Okay, I posted the news, or the, not news, but the website article about the social experiment.
I'm pretty sure this is you because it says a disheveled blonde man with a cup.
Yeah,
That's
Like,
the
yeah.
one.
yeah, yep.
I know, people called me that for fucking weeks.
Everyone knows just from that line that we're talking about, Paul.
Yeah, and
It's
it
not
was
me.
funny too, because like I was, having a good time at my boss when like that, because at the end of every day when people fill out those reviews, like it's like the thing, like it's like a survey on the back of your seat, right? So when people fill those out, we get them all at the end of the day, not like when they fill it out. So at the end of the day, somebody, the GM of that store sent it to me, and we're kind of having a laugh or whatever, and nothing happened for like a week, and then all of a sudden it became like a big fucking deal, and I was like, oh god. But then the HR lady was brand new, and she was like, did you delete it? And I was like, yeah, I deleted it. She was like, all right, cool. And that was the end of it, like that, and that was it. And I lived in constant fear, thinking like, oh no, like I'm gonna hear about this again, and I sweated it every day, and I was like, I'm gonna be the model citizen for days, and just so I don't get fired. And then she came back in later, like months later, the HR lady, and she was like, oh yeah, Carrie had like this Twitter thing, it was quite funny, he deleted it and we were good to go. And I was like, wow, you're really downplaying like the fucking terror I was going through.
That
Yeah,
is
I've
the
always wanted
only
to ask.
time HR has ever and will ever be your friend.
I know, I was kind of pissed off.
I've always wanted to ask, did that happen like as she said it did, or was she like exaggerating things?
I don't remember exactly. The
Karen.
I felt like the way it was written, I felt pretty confident that she captured the moment as it
Yeah.
yeah,
The
and
essence
it
of
wasn't-
Palmer.
She was there kind of like a while though. She was there like 15 minutes or so. So it wasn't as like, she kind of bullet pointed some of the key instances, but I was only dealing with her for about as long as as she explained. But she was like yelling at the, minimum wage 16-year-olds for a good while. And the only reason I came up there was because I heard it, and they were radiating. We have like these radio earpieces, and they were asking like, one of the managers to show up, and the managers were who knows where, smoking, or had the radio off or something. So eventually I walked up there, and they were like, Carrie, will you take care of this? And I was like, I mean, I guess. So
I will
was like,
use my own discretion.
yeah, let's go. Because I don't work for like operations. I work on the technology side, so like I really don't ever talk to anybody. I was like, yeah, I guess. And she was. That's kind of where that picked up. So there was, obviously more to it, but I'm not super sure like what went on otherwise.
Yeah.
I think the main question being, you did in fact give her a card with your own number.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I was technically a corporate employee, right? So like I have, I had like business cards, just like the GMs of all the stores used to have business cards too. They pretty much did away with business cards as an expense after COVID though, when we were pinching pennies. But yeah, so it wasn't a card to corporate, it was just my card, and then she went outside and then called the number on it, which was me, obviously.
Hi, Karen. My name's not Karen.
Yeah, I actually treated her word though. I literally never saw her again, so I don't know if, maybe she just started going to Plano, which was like, 10 minutes away or whatever.
Maybe she finally swore off the Charles Entertainment cheese.
Yeah, whatever.
After that,
Everybody
I
says they're
feel
never
like
gonna
that's
come back.
likely.
They always come back.
Do they always fucking come back?
Yeah, they always come back.
I will say, like, we had a bad experience with a local restaurant, and like my coworkers apparently love the place, and they went there for lunch on Friday, and I true to my word, I was like, you know what, I can't support these people. They fucking suck, and their food's mediocre. And I fucking just drove my happy old ass to Wegmans instead. Cause fuck them.
Yeah, I mean, like, if play sucks, dude.
That
don't
was
tell
another
them,
level
hey,
of disrespect too, yeah.
Yeah, don't tell them, hey, listen, you guys suck so bad, I'm never coming back, because the odds are they don't give a shit. Just
They
don't go back.
1000% don't give a shit.
You just don't go back. Really that simple.
Like, I love that. People are like, I'm never fucking coming here again. My response was normally, good, I don't fucking want you here. Good, tell your friends too.
What is that meme TikTok of the IKEA worker?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy. He's like, good. Fuck you. Yeah, I love that guy.
They have this cheaper somewhere else. Then go there. Call you an Uber.
We actually have permission to just go ahead and say shit like that to people if they call and say talk to us like that. Oh, I can get this cheaper somewhere else. Oh, okay, cool. We'll have fun.
There was a video, a Nathan For You episode where it was like Best Buy had like a price match thing, and it was like putting this small TV place out of business. So he went there and he's like, listen, all you gotta do is sell your TVs for $1 and then go over there and say, look, price match this, buy all their TVs, and then boom, not only do you have supply, but they don't have any more TVs to sell. And he was like,
You have the
okay.
demand too.
And he's like, well, what happens if people show up here to buy the $1 TVs? And he's like, don't worry, I got it. And he had put them all behind a room with a crocodile in it. There's this huge fucking alligator or crocodile or some shit in it. And they had to crawl through like this tiny hole in the wall, and then they seen the fucking alligator. Oh man, I was cracking. That shit was so funny. They were like, fuck it, I don't want the TV anymore. Oh man.
As you shouldn't, after all.
Yeah, and then they went to Best Buy and they were like, no, we can't do this. We can't do this. Yeah, that show was funny, dude. I wish that there was like, I wish that it had like recent or current episodes.
Yeah.
That dude was a hoot, bro. He would do some weird shit.
It was like a more kind of tame version of Eric Andre, in my opinion. Still just as wacky, but not as like abrasive about it, or just like super fucking out there.
My favorite was always the bar episode, where he it's a bar that like it was during the whole smoking ban thing.
Oh yeah. They
Yeah.
did, like the theater or whatever in there.
Yeah. Like, well, you can. And he found out one of the loopholes was that like you can smoke indoors if it's considered part of a public performance.
That's the thing in lots of cities that have put on
Yeah.
smoking bans.
I love he fucking fires the bar owner as the bar owner for the public performance.
Yeah.
Wow.
And he had like, we got like 2 theater seats. He just shoved them in the corner, and people like would come and watch the show. It was just people being at a bar.
Yeah.
There's actually a bar in Chicago that uses that loophole. There is a stage, like technically you're supposed to get up and do something, like you literally sit there or something if you want to smoke, but realistically you just give the guy $1 and ask him for a white paper cup, and you just can smoke at the bar. No one gives a shit. Like this one magical bar in downtown Chicago that just, for as long as the smoking ban's been in place, they don't care. They'll pay the tickets.
Yeah, that guy was a hoot. He just would. There was one that was like a moving company, and he couldn't find employees, so he hired this guy who goes to a gym to like tell people that he got fit by moving boxes, working for this company, like being a mover. And he's like, he created an exercise so people were volunteering to move shit for free.
Yep.
Because it was like an exercise program. And the dude went on like talk shows and news. This guy, he had just written this fake backstory for. He wrote him a fake book that he was peddling. Oh man, it was so fucking funny.
I love shit like that. Just
Yeah.
absolutely absurd.
Yeah, it was so chaotic. And he's like the most even-keeled, like, mellow person, you know? Like, oh man, it was bizarre.
I was gonna say, is it all gas no brakes is kind of like that, though. I guess they're under like a different channel name now because of all the ridiculousness that went on with their like initial contracting and shit.
Yeah. He had that crane that he was like, I have to escape this thing, otherwise this robot is going to undo my pants after a certain amount of time, exposing me to this group of children where this police officer is waiting to arrest me. He's like, you've seen magicians risk death, but have you seen them risk becoming a registered child or sex offender?
What the fuck?
I fucking hate it, but love it at the same time. Don't forget, Chidrins, if you use your impact driver on a bed, you get lots of springs.
Is that how you can get springs?
Also, how babies are made.
Yes, a frag rocket ammo and a tier 4 rocket launcher in a chest. Oh, you love to see it. The red boys are the one that do structural damage, right?
Should say it on the bomb.
On the grenade? No, white ones are the ones.
Explosion. Okay, yeah, block damage 20.
Yeah, red ones are safe to kill people with, and white ones are the house killers.
Some of this shit out my inventory.
I tried. You should have plenty of clay soil now.
Thanks.
At least for the time being.
I should set up a small base in fucking Factory Town.
We should have an underground tram system that will carry our supplies.
So just Minecraft.
I mean, true.
I would just love to throw all the shit that I am carrying into a hole, which would fall in a minecart and then return to the base.
Yeah,
For Larry to open it, empty it.
Yeah, and then complain that you're not fucking processing hard enough.
Yeah. Yeah, where's Larry been? He's missed the last 2 ones.
I don't know. Yeah, I'd say once the sun comes up, we'll round it out. My back's getting stiff.
Yeah, I'm probably actually gonna call it here. I'm a sleepy boy, so I will catch you guys and see what's going on tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm also dropping out too. Good night, y'all.
Nightcaller and
We're just calling it now.
Hoot. No, it just seems like they're leaving.
Okay.
You can do what you want.
Yeah, I'll at least make it to the morning, so I'm like fucking... Do, however, need a bit of a bathroom break here. There we go. Ugh, give me 1 second. Anthony?
I know nobody else really does any wiring, but if you happen to pick up a wire tool and equip it, it'll show you, it kind of changes animation of where like the power runs and where motion sensors are pointing. It's really a different look at the base to have that open and be able to see all the yellow fields for all of the motion sensors overlapping. There's a lot more going on out here than it seems. It's also sort of funny because the yellow things for the motion sensors will swivel to aim at anything that's triggering them. So I can like be here and see all the way to the other side of the base. All of a sudden, one of the yellow things will swing, and I'm like, oh, someone's running over there.
Oh, that's neat. No, get out of the vehicle. Why do I have an anvil? Where did I pick that up?
It kind of just makes me think of like the simplicity of like our very first board night. Oh yeah, just some boxes that make up a room. Some spikes. Hope for the best.
Stop. Oh, I got one over by me somewhere. It's pretty much a mines go off.
What should I watch on Netflix next? I need a new series.
Have you seen Barry, or is that on Hulu?
It's like basic Hulu. I don't have like all the extra stuff that you need sometimes.
You should be able to see it then. It's got the fuck is his name? It's one of the guys who directed It and was in like Hot Rod and some of those movies too. What is his name? Hang on.
One of the Skarsgård brothers. Isn't he in it?
Bill Hader. He
What's
plays a dude who comes back from Afghanistan and starts working as like a hitman, but also starts going to acting classes. It's got Henry Winkler in it too.
What's this called?
It's Barry,
like the guy's name or like
the guy's name, yeah, Barry. Henry Winkler's in it. There's like one other person in it who's like kind of famous. I don't remember who, but all the performances in it are just brilliant, and it's really, really funny.
No, it requires the HBO Max add-on.
I thought it was on something free. Huh.
I can look on my other ones.
Pretty sure we watched it here before I started paying for any of those. The only one of those I have right now is Showtime.
I allegedly got paid for wait, is it so there's apparently a docu-series of sorts on Netflix called Barry, but it's about Barack Obama growing up.
Yeah, that's not the one.
Doesn't sound like that's it. Alright, let's try my video. Oh yeah, it's gonna make me re-sign in.
I recommend Midnight Mass.
I already watched that one. That was I like didn't know what it was. It just popped up on recommended like Netflix. So I was like, alright, let me check this out. And wound up binge watching the whole thing in like one sitting.
Yeah, having grown up particularly religious, that was a bit of a trip to go through.
So anyway, y'all pooping at 5 in the morning? You cowards.
Yeah, no, that was actually really good. Like, it started off and I wasn't quite sure what the fuck was going on, and I was like, you know what? This like religious cult situation, like what exactly is happening here? But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna watch it and see what happens. I wound up really enjoying it.
Oh, did you ever watch Devs with Nick Offerman? It was a mini series. It was only like 6 episodes. It's really like heady sci-fi stuff, but it by the end of the first episode I saw, I was very into that show.
So Barry is on Prime Video, but you have to buy it per episode.
Oh, that's lame.
Or you could
I
buy
mean, it's a
it.
good show, but I don't know if it's that good.
It's like it's. Oh wait. Oh, it looks like this. It looks like Prime has the first 2
That's probably how we saw it. My roommates got that.
for $20 a pop.
Oh. Well, not like that. Huh.
Maybe Hulu will take it off of the HBO Max list.
I know we just got the Showtime one to watch something specific. I remember I wanted to see The Shy, but I don't think that's what finally pushed me to find it. Oh, we got it so I could watch the stupid Daniel Radcliffe Swiss Army Man movie. That was
Oh
brilliant.
God.
That was so good.
I've been wanting to rewatch that one pretty bad, actually.
I saw the trailer when it first was about to come out. I remember being really excited about it, and then I completely forgot it existed until this year.
Yeah, that happens.
seen the series Maniac? With
Sounds
Joe
familiar.
I started it, but couldn't really get into it.
I just found the chemistry station mounted to the wall over the back porch.
Oh
It's
yeah,
an
that's what,
interesting spot for one.
that's what Tom was showing me earlier. It was like, yo, come here real quick.
Oh, that's what he was. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's good. That's what it's being brought over to the fish to see.
Yo, check this shit out. Yeah, I've been watching a lot of like foreign, like not B-rate, but like bad voiceover type horror flicks recently. It's been really entertaining.
So, like Mystery Science Theater without the Mystery Science Theater.
Like right now,
Yeah.
I'm watching one called The Chestnut Man.
Wait, you didn't react enough to that. You know what Mystery Science Theater 3000 is, right?
I
I've
do.
heard of it, but I've never seen it.
Whoa, whoa, then that's what you need to, that's what you should switch over to right now. That is classic, that is hilarious, and once you're done with like the 150 or whatever episodes of that they did, the same three guys have more recently started doing something called riff tracks, where
Yep.
it's the same thing, but they're making fun of like modern movies. And you just have to, you basically just download like the audio file and hit play while you watch the movie. So you have them like ripping on Transformers or Harry Potter or Star Wars or whatever.
Brad Neely did a wonderful.
It is, and I promise you, like you may have to like go one or two before you find a good one, but once you start falling into like the feel of how those guys work, that is such classic television right there. Over the top good. I grew up on that because he actually MST3K actually started up in like northeastern Michigan, I think. And it was like the Midwestern, like Michigan and Wisconsin TV stations that first started carrying him. So my family and I was watching that show as early as like season 2.
It looks like there's only like 20 some episodes on here.
They did a
Keep in mind,
revival of
every
it.
episode is an entire movie. So it's like they're all like going to be an hour to an hour and a half long.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even notice that.
And there are hundreds of episodes. So whatever you've got that 20 on, there's a lot more kicking around. That's one you might be able to just watch online for free too.
There's one called The Gauntlet, and it's a bunch of different experiments.
The gist of the show is that they sent the guy into space to run experiments on what being in space watching terrible movies all the time does to his mind, and he builds 2 robots to help him deal with the torture of being alone in space. So every episode is an experiment, but each experiment is literally just watch this movie.
The one is like the episodes under The Gauntlet are all literally labeled like Experiment 1201, Experiment 1206. And then there's a section of episodes under The Return. And these are like Avalanche.
That's new episodes that they did with they got a different guy and some of the voice actors for the robots are the same, but most of the rest of the actors are different, partially because some of them died. But like Patton Oswalt is one of the scientists on the new run. I am much more a fan of the older ones.
Yeah.
Like there's actually two different dudes from the older ones. One dude's name is Joel and one dude's name is Mike, and I can't ever remember which order they were in, but the dude who was I think the first guy wound up like quitting and one of the other writers took over for him or something like that, or he stepped back and just started writing, but a lot of people have strong opinions on those two, but pretty much everyone agrees that the newer ones are a little bit less. I don't know which ones would be on Netflix, but Manos Hands of Fate and Mitchell are the two that are like famously regarded as just being over the top hilarious.
Doctor Who is really good. There's like a sports biased version of Mystery Science Theater. It's called Cheap Seats.
That sounds bad.
It was surprisingly good.
Like shit, I might have to. I might fall back into an MST3K thing after talking about it like this.
So if you're really interested in shit like that, there's Brad Neely, who is the dude behind like China, Illinois, and a bunch of other like Adult Swim stuff. Yeah, did something like that for first Harry Potter movie. It's called Wizard People, Dear Readers. And I gotta tell you, it's a fucking scream because it's just him talking for like 3 hours, making up this ridiculous story. But he's like drinking an entire bottle of bourbon during the thing. So like the quality of this story just continually degrades along the way, and it's just an absolute hilarious.
I mean, that's a
Yeah.
basic concept behind drunk history. That's
Yeah, I mean, but this is like fucking 15 years ago, at least, when he did this, so. Predating drunk history. Damn, I've come up with a full stack of lockpicks.
Yeah, no, I was actually talking about this with Ben's friend earlier. Like, a lot of like the really popular, well-known like TV series, like, oh, obviously everyone's seen that. Movies either, like.
It's alright, Reliance never seen Star Wars.
I've never seen Star Wars.
I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars. Well, I saw the first of the quote sequels, but yeah.
Prequels, however the fuck that shit works.
Well, they did the original 3, and then they did the 3 prequels, then they did the 3 sequels. And it took me a really long time to watch any of the sequels, and I finally did because a friend of mine, one of my friends had wanted to change his name because he was trying to get away from association with his father, and along the way changed his name to Jesse Ray Whipple. So now he's named after a Star Wars character, and I felt bad that one of my best friends was named after a character in a movie I hadn't seen, so I finally sat down and watched it.
Okay, if there was ever a legit reason to watch the movie. But no, I've never seen Star Wars, I've never seen Lord of the Rings, I've never seen like The Sopranos or Doctor Who or like.
Well, I'm definitely a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but I understand that's because I read the books when I was a kid, so I've definitely got some bias working there.
Okay, so I cannot read the Lord of the Rings books just like at all, but I watch the movies obsessively. My friends and I got the Trivial Pursuit Lord of the Rings edition, and I would win in one turn. Like I would just everyone else would go, and then I'd win the game, and then they'd finish the game themselves.
I think I've watched the first like 20 minutes of the first Lord of the Rings like 6 times because people keep trying to get me to watch it and I just fall asleep. Like I just cannot. I have no interest in what's happening in the movie at all.
Well, if you're only making 20 minutes in, then you're not really like they don't honestly get to like the plot of Lord of the Rings probably until the end of the first hour.
Take care, Poot.
Isn't it just
Half
like,
hour, whenever they get to Rivendell, I don't remember.
like I remember
A
there's
massively long set of movies.
I actually, we have a family tradition for Christmas of watching the entire series every Christmas, all the extended versions back to back. Typically,
You need a
some
holiday
number
for
of
that?
the Harry Potters as well. Well, it's going home with my parents, and what else am I gonna do?
Yeah.
Each day is a blessing.
Yeah, no, if it's like one of those popular, well-known, like, it took me until I was like 24, 25 to see The Matrix and Back to the Future, like.
I've actually never seen the Back to the Futures. I do like the first Matrix movie a decent amount. I feel like they should have only made one, but that's just me.
The first Back to the Future movie is amazingly classic. It's really, really good. The second one is eminently forgettable, and the third one is pretty good. It follows the basic trilogy formula.
Wonder what 4 is gonna do.
Nope. Alright, I'm ready to fucking call it.
Is it morning?
Yeah, the trader just opened.
See a couple lights on my runway.
Oh, that's what this is. Okay.
Yeah, it's a runway for the gyrocopters. Landing on it is a little bit sketchy, but taking off from it actually works pretty well because you don't need a lot of speed if you've got some kind of incline or something.
Ah, okay.
And then the ridiculous motion sensor at the end that just catches you right before you finish getting in, so that you get actual like runway lights.
You know what series I would like to see brought back on like some platform from my childhood is Are You Afraid of the Dark?
I believe that's probably happening. I think. I think I feel like something like that. I've read about.
I would really enjoy rewatching that now. 'Cause that used to scare the piss out of me as a kid. Like, the Goosebumps shit never really bothered me, but Are You Afraid of the Dark really fucked me up a little bit.
It really did get you feeling some kind of way.
It had me in my feels a little bit. And it always came on right before, like, that, what was that one show? It was like Shelby Woo, it was like a detective show or something.
Ooh, that just barely rang a bell in the back of my head, but not
Dude,
enough
they
for me
used
to
to call
answer.
me Shelby Woo all the time in school. I'm like, okay, that's not my fucking name, but sure. I have no correlation to that whatsoever.
I'm headed out.
Alrighty.
Good
Good
night.
night. I do believe I will follow.
Gute Nacht.
Yes,
Since, you know,
yes.
we're pretty much winding down anyway.
Yeah, my ass is gonna lay down.
Sounds like a good way to end a night.
Yeah.
Alright. As always, thanks for the thing.
Yeah. Wow. I'm hoping I can find a cooking pot in this house so I can extend my stay out here for a bit.
Say we have fucking 312 of them in here. I think I put a ton of them down and have forgotten, actually.
Yeah, it's all good. Anyway, motherfuckers, we gonna call it a night. That was part number something. We'll be back at this tomorrow. Alright, everybody ready?
Go for it. Yeah, go for it.
Wink.
GG's, y'all.
GS. Yeah, I'm gonna stretch